àti Pythagoras ló bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ Pythagoras ló wà lókè.
Pythagoras mi lòkun bá sọ̀rọ̀ rí ná.
Ìjọba tèmi náà sọ̀rọ̀ rí.
Wọ́n correct
ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ sọ̀rọ̀.
Okay. Ẹ má pa mí lálẹ́ ẹjọ́, ẹ má bù mí o, ẹ má ṣépè fún mi o, ẹjọ́ o. Mo wá sọ̀rọ̀ ni. Mo wá sọ̀rọ̀ ni, má ṣe pé gbàgbé story, má ṣe pé.
Jọlákẹ́.
Tẹ́ bá tún sọ one more time. Tẹ́ bá tún repeat ẹ one more time.
Okay, jẹ́ máa lọ.
Ọmọ ẹni sùúrù.
Ẹ má ṣe pé fún mi.
Ẹni sùúrù ọmọ.
Bóyá àfihìnlẹ̀ fún Mr. Pythagoras ẹ bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀.
Okay, Pythagoras, I've heard the name, so I don't mind talking to him.
Ẹ kálẹ́.
Brother mi.
Yes sir. Ṣé wà okay?
Ẹ mú okay.
Okay. Ṣé lélẹ̀ wà ní?
Mo fẹ́ wà lóru yìí.
Òrùlé wà níbẹ̀ yẹn. Ọ̀sán láàṣẹ wà ń bí.
Okay, ilé mo wà.
Ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́ adẹ́kọ̀ọ́rọ̀ èèyàn.
Àwa nìyẹn o.
So kílẹ̀ ìrí sí gbogbo nǹkan tó wà nílẹ̀ yìí.
Àdá fún yín ẹgbẹ́ kan tí mò ń sọ kó tó ń dùn mí lọ́rọ̀ Wunmi nìyẹn Ọlọ́run mi wà gẹ̀ẹ́sì Wunmi Ọlọ́run.
Ẹ ṣàlàyé ẹ̀fẹ́ mi bẹ́ẹ̀.
Mo ṣàlàyé yẹn kó tó ń dùn mí nìyẹn Ọlọ́run tẹ́kọ̀ kó wá sí bá ṣe kan yẹn sórí àwọn fámìlì mi gan àwọn ex-wife ó máa bá mi of course máa wò pé kí làwọn ilé ìrú ìwọ Ọlọ́run kí ni iṣẹ́ ẹgẹ́tẹ̀ mo wà passionate about it.
Mo ti gẹ̀ẹ́tì ẹ̀ náà ni as in kílẹ̀ ó dùn yín bẹ́ẹ̀ ọgàn.
Ó ní mò ń sọ fún yín sìn tèmi ti gẹ̀ẹ́tì kan tí mò ń sọ mo tútù repeat ẹ̀ pé ok mo wà nínú ilé àbí kò yín sìn.
Ọjọ́ mi.
Àjọba ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ yín sìn mo wà ní other room sí ìyàwó mi wà ní other room bẹ́ẹ̀ nǹkan ṣẹlẹ̀ ó wá dàárọ̀ ọ̀la ọ̀nà máa mú wa mo dákẹ́. I can have a heart attack. I can have anything. I can sleep and not wake up. I don't pray for that, but it can happen.
Exactly.
It can happen. But I will expect my wife, to tell you that I can. Àwọn kan sọ̀rọ̀ lórí ìjọsìn mo bá ní o. Ó bẹ̀ sí pariwo o. Ó bẹ̀ sí ṣe kíní kan ní o. That's what he was doing.
Good.
You know.
Good. I agree with you on that.
That's what he was doing. So automatically àwọn ọmọ kan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ o òun ti sùn o òun ò sí yàrá bí tó lọ sùn sí yàtọ̀ sí yàtọ̀ òun sùn o you know just express yourself.
So nǹkan tó rí lè ń káyìn lára nínú gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ yìí nìyẹn.
Ọlọ́run tí wàá kó tó kámẹ́rà nìyẹn o tell me I've been in your platform sometime but maybe me báyìí sọ̀rọ̀ rí but I've been to other platforms. Mo ti sọ.
Jọlákẹ́ orí èèyàn ló máa ń gbá láwòrè pàdé èèyàn orí yín ti gbá láwòrè pàdé yín báyìí.
Ọlọ́run ṣeun.
tí ìṣe jẹ́ pé nǹkan tó ń ka yín lára nìyẹn.
Ó kà mí lára o.
Mo ṣe tán àti ṣàlàyé ẹ̀ fún yín báyìí. Tẹ́ bá máa farabalẹ̀ bóyá kẹ́ tún wá bóyá kẹ́ mú the next thing bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn kẹ́ relax kí lè ṣàlàyé ẹ̀ fún yín kó lè yé yín. Usually I don't do this. I think personally mo ti kọjá stage à ń ṣàlàyé àbá à ń ṣe argue lórí justice yìí mo ti ju stage yẹn lọ. So but because ó jọ pé kíní ìmọ̀ mú lọ́kàn yín I will máa tú díẹ̀ fún yín. What you have said is valid. Ní pé táwọn méjì bá jọ rìn kọ́ tí ẹ má jọ kọ àtìyàwó náà. Tí nǹkan bá ṣẹlẹ̀ sí ó ṣe ó yẹ kí bí lè ṣàlàyé pé bóyá jẹ́ leléyìí nǹkan tẹ́mi mọ̀ ń pa nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí leléyìí o. Which is right and which happened. Nígbà tí gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ yìí ṣẹlẹ̀ gbogbo nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ nígbà tí ìjọba set up corona inquest wọ́n invite gbogbo àwọn tó súnmọ́ nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí. Ọmọ mi lọ sí court the corona inquest. She explained everything to the best of her knowledge and the best of her recollection. gbogbo bóyá ṣẹlẹ̀ gbogbo báwọn ṣe lọ sí patí gbogbo bí ó ṣe tóun ṣe ìwọ̀nba nǹkan tóun rí tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní patí gbogbo bó ṣe délé padà gbogbo nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú ilé based on her recollection based on nǹkan tó mọ̀ ń pa ẹ̀ ó ṣàlàyé èyí tí ò mọ̀ ń pa ẹ̀ ó ní alágbájá ló ṣe léyìí fún tọ̀hún ló ṣe léyìí fún yẹn túmọ̀ sí pé tẹ bá tún fẹ́ wádìí ń pa ilé sí dáadáa ẹ lè bèèrè lọ́ọ́ lágbájá ẹ lè bèèrè lọ́ọ́ tàmẹ̀dù gbogbo àlàyé yẹn ló ṣe tẹ bá rọ̀ bóyá kò rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ó ní nǹkan kan tó ń pè ní.
Tọ́lá kéṣe wà ń bẹ̀ sà. Hello sà.
ṣé ẹ̀ ń gbádùn mi Ṣọlá K?
Mo ń gbádùn yín but I don't want to disrupt you.
Yeah, mo kàn fẹ́ check pé kẹ́ máa pẹ́ ti sùn ṣe àpò òrùlé sọ pé wà kẹ́ máa pẹ́ ti sùn lọ ni.
Yeah,
ẹ máa gbọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ máa check up on you kẹ́ máa sùn.
ẹ máa point ẹ̀ fún mo máa tó land sí ẹ sáré fún mi ní 1 minute sí so gbogbo àlàyé ló ṣe ó ní ọ̀kan tó ń pè ní CTC certified true copy of the record of the coroner's inquest gbogbo bọ́n lọ sí gbogbo nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ńbẹ̀ ọ̀n rékọ̀dì ẹ̀ sílẹ̀ ẹni tó ń type àwọn tó ń rékọ̀dì ẹ̀ through recording device ọ̀n rékọ̀dì ẹ̀ ọ̀n máa lọ print ẹ̀ sínú ìwé for record purpose fúrú àwọn nǹkan báyìí in case tá a bá wá ṣe gbọ́ mi sí omi ò tó láàrin ara wa everything ló wà níbẹ̀ tọ́dẹ̀ release tàdẹ̀ ti kà tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá ní I can forward it to you kẹ́ lọ ká wo àlàyé tọ́mọ yẹn ṣe síbẹ̀ níbẹ̀. Before that time tó bá jẹ́ nǹkan tí a fẹ́ sọ ní pé kí lé tí ò ṣàlàyé fún bàbá ọkọ ẹ̀ délé based on nǹkan tó wà ní CTC ní o àti gbogbo nǹkan tí bàbá ọkọ sọ àti tíyàwó sọ pé ọmọ yìí kí ló dẹ̀ bá ọ̀lẹ́dẹ̀ wá ṣe kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ ó dẹ̀ ṣàlàyé fún wọn pé nọ́ọ̀sì tó gún lábẹ́rẹ́ nìyẹn o kan báyìí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ o dádì kò yé mi náà ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ ró kíní yìí torí ó dàrú mọ́ lójú ṣó tó kó dàrú mọ́ lójú based on her age her experience yes ó tó kó dàrú mọ́ lójú based on nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí yẹn ṣó tó kó wà scattered at that moment kó má tiẹ̀ mọ̀ nǹkan tó yẹ kó ṣe kó má mọ̀ nǹkan tó yẹ kó sọ àtọ̀ yes ó tó kó ṣẹlẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ so pẹ̀lú gbogbo àlàyé tó ti wá ṣe yẹn àlàyé wo ni ẹ̀yin tún wá expect again ṣé ń pé kó pè yín lórí phone àbí kó wá bọ́ sórí platform Papariano ní pé nǹkan báyìí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ sọ́kọ mi o àbí nǹkan báyìí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ sọ́kọ mi ẹ má jẹ́ ká gbàgbé wípé ìlú tó lófin bá tiẹ̀ lè sọ pé Nàìjíríà àwọn ọ̀ṣẹ́ tó wọn ṣe dáadáa tó ó sì lófin ó sì láwọn bó yẹ kí nǹkan ṣe rí ṣé tọ́rọ̀ bá ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú lẹ́sìn tí ìjọba dẹ̀ ti gbé ìgbésẹ̀ ń pé ọyá afẹ́mọ̀ kan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ṣó lẹ́tọ̀ọ́ ká wá bọ́ sí àárín ọjà bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí lọ́ máa sọ pé bóyá ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ lélẹ̀ lẹ́yìn ìgbà tá a ti ṣàlàyé fún ìjọba tán àbí àlàyé wò lẹ́tú wá fẹ́ àbí tẹ́ ẹ̀ tí ì rí nínú àlàyé tó ti ṣẹlẹ̀ gangan tẹ́ fẹ́ gbọ́ gangan because it's now like going to 2 years. Tell me that up till now kó tiẹ̀ jẹ́ pé last month lẹ join ní course tó mọ̀ pé ẹ̀ sí bẹ́ẹ̀ nígbà tí wo kíní ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ ẹ̀ bá wa bẹ̀rẹ̀ you got bored somewhere on TikTok ẹ̀ dẹ̀ join ní course yìí but that is fine kò sígbà tẹ́yìn ò tiẹ̀ lè join ní quest for justice so láti ìgbà tẹ́ ti join with all the stories you have had up till now are you going to tell me tí gbọ́ nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí Mohbad gangan kí ni nǹkan míì tí ẹ̀ ń wá ọgàn bóyá tẹ bá sọ yìí tẹ fẹ́ gbọ́ gangan fún mi lálẹ́ yìí bóyá mi lè fúnra mi sọ fún yín.
Mr. Ogun ẹ̀yin náà lè máa bọ̀ lókè ẹ má bu àwọn náà ẹ jẹ́ ká engage ẹ má bọ̀ lókè náà á sọ̀rọ̀ débẹ̀ náà question tẹ́yìn náà bá ní a máa dá yín lóhùn ẹ request ẹ má bọ̀ lókè.
Pythagoras, thank you for everything you said. You see, orí ti ṣòwò yàtọ̀ síra wa. What you said is normal as far as anybody is concerned. But to me, it's totally different from my own thinking.
Okay, ẹ ṣàlàyé fún mi kí n gbọ́ sà.
Àdàfọ́yìn. You see, ó lè ṣàlàyé This is the thing. Lekuna inquest. What I'm saying is this, which I don't know, even Papa know they're not getting me. People are not getting what I'm saying. It's my wife. You see, Wunmi, Omodeni, let's take that on board. Only we're confused. Doesn't even know what she want to say. I do agree with that. She can even say anything she wants to say. But that particular moment, what happened? That second, that minute.
ta ni kò sọ yẹn fún.
Bóyá sọ lórí Instagram mi post ẹ̀ náà ni.
Ta lẹ fẹ́ kó sọ fún that second tó ṣẹlẹ̀ gangan.
Bóyá ṣẹlẹ̀. They've taken him, and the gods. You don't need it.
Mr. Pythagoras, ẹ má bínú sir. Ẹ jẹ́ bá mi bí wọ́n pé kí nìkan tó sọ lórí Instagram tó bá rántí.
Sáré lọ wò Ṣọlákè kẹ má bàa gbé fúnra wọn.
It's over the place now.
No, we have different versions.
Mo mọ jẹ má fi nù mí náà. Ṣùgbọ́n kò ní máa mi nù nílé ṣe pé kí n máa sọ kó tó sọ. Ṣé are you telling me pé mọ̀ tó sọ ń jọ yẹn?
Àmọ̀kọ́ tó sọ bọ̀ ọ̀tọ̀ nìkan tẹ̀yìn sọ pé sọ ni.
Because international gods they've taken from me and there are a lot of posts.
Ẹ sọ lè tẹ bá rántí ń bẹ̀ fún wa sir, ẹ má bínú.
Ó náà mò ń fún ẹ ní example yìí.
Thank you sir, ẹ ṣe mú mi ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́.
You see, either you guys want to take it or you leave it. After my promo hour, Sherry, he should have mentioned that particular nose. He should have just solidify him herself with that name.
Ṣọlákè, ẹ má bínú sí mi.
Nọ́ọ̀sì kò ti pa mí lọ́kọ o.
Ẹ má bínú sí mi sà.
Ẹ má bínú bébí ṣe rò nìyẹn o.
Mo fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ kọ́ ni. Mo fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ question kẹla. Mo fẹ́ kẹla mi lọ́yẹ̀ kọ̀ọ̀kan ni.
Ìyàwó mi máa ṣe nìyẹn.
Ó ṣe sà. Ẹ ti máa wọ bí 50 àbí kẹjú 50 lọ sà.
Forget about the age.
Okay, mo fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní pé
ẹ̀mi kò ní kéèyàn máa ṣe bẹ̀ fún mi. Come on, Wunmi. Can you our family members pay me like, what am I doing there? What am I doing?
Hold on,
but
sir.
I just want to engage
Hold on,
you.
Sir. In your youth,
Temi, I came to your platform just to express myself. If you want to curse me, go ahead.
Well,
but it's one of those things.
Ó jọ pé nǹkan fẹ́ wá jà ní ẹ̀yin gan fẹ́ wá lẹ́nu. Ó jọ pé múra jà wá nítorí kò tí sẹ́ni tó kọ́ sí.
No. Kò sẹ́ni tó bú mi.
Ṣé ẹ calm down? Ẹ calm down kájọ ṣàlàyé ẹ̀fọ́ wa.
Pythagoras.
Yeah.
Bó tó sọ, all right.
So, èwo lẹ̀yin rò bóyá.
Ibi tí mi ti fault yẹn ni pé I would have loved it in the beginning. Ṣé ẹ ti kọ́ tí mo sọ? I would love it in the beginning.
Nígbà wo ni bìgínì ó yá jẹ́ ìṣàlàyé nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ bìgínì.
Alẹ́ ẹjọ́ yẹn gan.
Kó jáde wá bá yín ṣàlàyé fún yín.
Èmi kọ́
ti kú fún yín rí.
I'm not. You see.
Ẹ ní sùúrù ṣéyàn ti kú fún yín rí sáà.
Ìgbẹ́lẹ́ aláàbí wù sí ìsìn. Mo wà yàrá. Ìyàwó wọn yàrá kejì. Àwọn mi ti sùn. Mo di láàárọ̀ ọjọ́ kejì. Wọ́n jí mi tì.
Talẹ ní kó ṣàlàyé fún lọ́jọ́ yẹn gangan sẹ́ ẹ̀.
Anybody that care to listen.
Ó ṣàlàyé fáwọn tó kí ẹ̀ láti listen ní gbogbo àwọn èèyàn wà ń bẹ́ẹ̀. We have about ó kéré jù we have more than 10 people níbẹ̀ yẹn. Àwọn tí ò sí níbẹ̀ tó ṣe ẹ̀ wá òun ni bàbá ọkọ ẹ̀. Ó dẹ̀ ṣàlàyé nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ fún based on nǹkan tó lè ṣàlàyé pẹ̀lú gbogbo jìnnìjìnnì àti bó ṣe wà scattered at that moment. Nǹkan tó mọ ibẹ̀ ń pé ṣéyàn ti kú fún yín rí nìyẹn lẹ́yìn tẹ́ jágbàlagbà o báwo ló yẹn ń ṣe yín lára ká má ti sọ ẹni tó jọmọdé o ká má ti wà sọ jẹ́ pé ẹni tó jẹ́ pé ọkọ ẹ̀ ló kú o so the next tẹ̀rọ bí a kò ṣe ni pé kó wá jókòó kó yá báwo everything ṣe ṣẹlẹ̀ ọgán. Ẹ fi ṣíra yín nǹkan tó mọ fi style bẹ̀rẹ̀ nìyẹn pé èjì yín kò ní kó bóyá mo fẹ́ mọ èjì yín mo kàn fẹ́ mọ̀ pé ó ṣe òṣè tí wọ́n bá dàgbà dé stage kan ó ṣe èèyàn àti kú fún yàn rí at one point in time kẹ wá ro padà sẹ́yìn pé kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ ní time yẹn ní pé ńgbà téèyàn kú fún mi o báwo ni mo feel ṣé mo jókòó mo bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní recollect bó ṣe ṣẹlẹ̀ gangan bí ó ṣe gbómi tó mi dànù bí ẹ jókòó ẹ rò dáadáa.
For your information, my mom just died now. I was monitoring it. I wasn't there.
You weren't there. Ó yá kúrò ẹ mú ìtẹ̀wà níbẹ̀.
But you were monitoring it because wọ́n ti rí pé wọ́n ti sick. Kò ṣe pé báyọ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ tán in few hours. Nǹkan yẹn jẹ́ a ní pé nǹkan bá yín lójijì. Là ń béèrè àmọ́ àfẹ́gbọ́n tí mọ́mí yín ti dàgbà. So ẹ ti máa rò pé anytime tó bá dé ó dé náà ni yín ò lè jẹ́.
Ọtí ẹ̀ sọ pé àwọn ò sí ń bẹ̀. Ẹ sọ
So àfẹ́ mọ́mí yín àfẹ́ someone else not like your mom. You might just feel like ọlọ́jọ́ ti dé àgbà ti dé.
I can't tell you that because I have no experience of that. So
You are now ma continue Mr.
Ẹ mọ̀ pé tí ẹ bá fẹ́ ta oògùn fún Haúsá á bèrè pé ṣó ti ṣe yín rí. So most of àwa tá à ń sọ̀rọ̀ èwo nù wá Ọlọ́run tiẹ̀ tún wá ṣe èmi jọ́kùnrin mo lè sọ pé ọkọ kú fún mi rí. Ìyàwó mi ò dẹ̀ tí níbi tó ń lọ sìn àti àwọn ìyàwó mi online àtàwọn offline. So èèyàn tí ì kú fún mi bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn.
Bébì mo tiẹ̀ máa pẹ́ fún yín, mo máa pẹ́ gan.
Ẹ má wọrí Mr. Fọlákẹ́ náà fẹ́ràn obìnrin so ẹgbọ́n sọ.
Fún àwọn wo torí mi ṣe ti sókè mọ́ gbọ́ ni ta ló ń pẹ́ fúnra wọn.
Àjọ máa pẹ́ fúnra wa ní ìjọ bí mi bóyá máa jẹ́ nìyẹn tẹ́lẹ̀ náà bá ní stress kò sí wàhálà. Anita Sela, what's up?
Ẹ káàárọ̀ ọmọ mi Anita. Ẹ wo Mr. Ṣọlákẹ́ kọ́sọ́mà yín ló dé yẹn Anita ló dé yẹn.
Anita ti wọlé dé ẹ bá.
Anita irọ́ ni o.
Ẹ wo báyìí sọ Anita rà.
Wàhálà ni o.
Anita ló wà lórí yín gangan òun ló wà lórí yín.
Ọmọ àtàṣírí ọmọ ìṣítàṣírí o ṣíṣe o. But let me just come.
Nǹkan àṣírí wo lẹ ṣe síra yín lọ́wọ́?
Bọ́ Mr. Ṣọlákẹ́.
Ó mọ̀ mí délé.
Bọ́ Mr. Ṣọlákẹ́ ṣé mo pé Mr. Ṣọlákẹ́ ní sùúrù ẹ jẹ́ tún sọ fún yín ní nǹkan ayọ̀.
Ní sùúrù
bọ́ ṣé mo pé 6 hours. Ẹni sùúrù ẹ farabalẹ̀ ṣé mo pé 6 hours lọ fi question.
Stop constituting nuisance in that comment section. If you have question, come up. We are not biting you. Mr. Ṣọlákẹ́ là ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ lókè yẹn àjẹjọ́ ń rẹ́rìn àjọ ń dàpara. If you have any question for me, Duke ni, come up. We are here. We are ready to talk to anybody tonight. Ṣe gbàsgbò. So lè dọ̀la kájọ ṣe gbàsgbò. Let's interact. Let's talk.
Ó máa wá compromise brain wa ni Mr. Ṣọlákẹ́ wà ó.
Àbẹ́wà ta lè tó brain wa ń bí báyìí. Sọ́yà tóun náà bá lọ lélẹ̀ ní orí ẹ̀ máa lọ pé. Because nǹkan tó ń tàbí ẹ̀jẹ̀ ó ti ń jẹ́ kí n mọ orí èèyàn tó jẹ́. So let him just come up. We promise not to insult anybody. So just come up, let's talk about it.
If you don't insult,
if you don't insult anyone, we won't insult you. Tonight, I'm happy. Inú mi dùn. So let's engage peacefully, please.
Mr. Ṣọlákẹ́.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm listening.
How many hours the question ọmọ Wunmi ní corona inquest? Ẹ máa sọ fún wọn pé 6 solid hours lọ fi question kò dẹ̀ mú a drop of water. Ó dẹ̀ tún bí wọ́n pé ṣọ́ ní question tó yìí fẹ́ bò òun àbò ó ti tán àbò òkú. Ṣé ti gbọ́? Gbogbo ìtẹ́ ẹ̀ sọ pé kò sọ̀rọ̀ ṣẹ̀ wá sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn 6 solid hours lọ fi question ni.
You are right. But nǹkan tí mi tó ń bá fèmí ṣẹ̀rí mo sọ Pythagoras nǹkan tí mo sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan yẹn ni pé mi ò fẹ́ gbọ́ lẹ́nìwéà ọ̀dọ̀ police ni o ọ̀dọ̀ court ni o. I want to hear it from her, not personally, that anybody that can to listen.
No.
Ẹ
ti ṣe mistake kan bẹ̀ yẹn. Ẹ ní sùúrù.
I don't want to. Okay, I've told the father. No.
Ẹ ní sùúrù, ẹ ti ṣe mistake. Number 1 ni pé kò wó yín.
Mr. Ṣọlákẹ́ ni one just a very simple question.
Okay.
Mr. Ṣọlákẹ́ pẹ̀lẹ́ kó ọ̀rọ̀ ìyá yín tó kú.
Olùdàdù ojú bẹ̀rẹ̀
Ẹni
torí ṣe orí nǹkan tí mo
sùúrù.
sọ sí ṣe orí nǹkan tí mo
Ẹ
sọ.
jọ̀ọ́, ẹ má
I
bínú
don't want to
sà.
engage you. I
Ẹ
don't
ní
want to
sùúrù.
engage you. I'm
Èmi ò
sorry.
fẹ́ engage yín. I will
Because
just
àwọn
drop
máa
ẹ ní
sọ̀rọ̀ kankan
sùúrù now.
tí ò ṣẹlẹ̀
Èmi
nìyẹn.
àti yóò jà. Ẹ ní sùúrù.
Inú sùúrù mi torí pé mo sá
Kí ló
platform yẹn.
ti ẹ ní
Mo sá
sùúrù
platform yẹn because
now?
wàá
Ara
máa sọ̀rọ̀ nípa
ìsápayà.
àwọn family mi nìyẹn.
Ah.
Má sọ̀rọ̀
Nígbà
nípa
tí
family
mọ́mí
mi
yín
o.
kúnjú òní ẹjọ́, kí ló tẹ̀ ṣe wá ànáǹsì ẹ̀ fún wa kẹsàn-án nǹkan tó pa ẹ̀yà yìí fún wa?
Sori nǹkan tá à ń sọ sí. Ṣé nǹkan tá a wá sọ ń bí
Ti
ni?
lọlé,
Question.
wọ́n ní Tolú pè yín, kí ló tẹ̀ débẹ̀?
Hello.
Eh?
Do you want that?
Mr. Jọlákẹ́ bóyá kẹjọ ẹ ní sùúrù fún wa ẹjọ́. Akọ̀fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀
Do
ni
you
ká
want
wà
that?
ní ẹ ní sùúrù ẹ jẹ́ kí Duke béèrè
Hello.
Is
question.
that what you want in your platform?
No,
Mr.
wọn insult
Solake,
ẹ má insult wọn ẹjọ́. I don't want that.
please
Please,
calm
I've
down.
finished
Is that
to
what you
insult
want?
anybody.
Sori nǹkan tó wá ń
The
bèèrè
main
lọ́mì.
thing
Bóyá ẹ ní
is,
sùúrù ẹ má wọrí wọn ní béèrè mọ́ ẹ
Because
bá
you know me.
ẹjọ́
You know
ẹ má
every type
bínú.
of me. Now you are
Mr.
asking
Ẹ
me.
má
Solake,
bínú ẹ ní sùúrù sẹ́ ẹ jẹ́ kí Duke sáré béèrè question.
the main
Èmi
thing
àti
is,
yín jọ wà lálẹ́ yìí ni. Èní tí mo
Emma,
bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ yìí, alẹ̀ pọ̀ ni ẹ má wọrí.
Ẹ máa
Jẹ́
gbọ́
máa lọ.
fún ẹnì
Tẹ́mi
jáde
jẹ́
Ẹ
máa
fún
mute
lọ.
now, ẹ má
Ọlọ́run
lọ
àti
now, ṣé ẹ láì
he
bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe bá
doesn't
mi
want
sọ̀rọ̀
it.
ni. Èmi
So
kò
mo
tún
pé
bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ now.
mo mọ̀ pé Anita ó máa bẹ̀ sí béèrè àwọn
Níta ò ní bú yín mọ́, ẹ má wọrí, ò ní bú
No,
yín
No,
sẹ́.
kò ní kó bú
I
mi.
ṣé
promise.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ilẹ̀ fẹ́
Àwọn
kẹ́
next question.
ẹ fẹ́ gbọ́
Mo
nǹkan tó pa
promise ẹ ní sùúrù.
ọkọ
Ẹgbẹ́ mo ti ń fọ́ fún yín ni
Ó
ẹ
máa
ní
fi kó tó
sùúrù.
mọ̀ ń sí mi. How can you put that root? I mean, it
What's
doesn't
the
work
truth
now.
now?
Let's be realistic
Ẹjọ́,
now.
ẹ jẹ́ ká,
Be
Ó yá
realistic.
Duke fẹ́
ká-
sọ̀rọ̀ ẹjọ́ náà,
ẹ
ẹjọ́
jẹ́
ẹ
ká
má
padà
bínú,
sí
ẹ mint ẹjọ́.
ọ̀rọ̀,
Pythagoras,
ẹ jẹ́ ká padà
does
sí.
he want it?
Mr.
No,
Duke àbí Mr. Ṣọ ẹ má bínú sẹ́yìn, bí mi ni mo
Mr.
bẹ̀ yín, tẹ́mi ń
Solake,
bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ náà, ẹ má bínú.
please calm down.
Wọn ò ní sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ mọ́, ẹ má wọrí ẹjọ́, ẹ má bínú.
Ẹjọ́,
Anita, please don't say that again, just let him be.
ẹjọ́,
please, ẹjọ́.
and ẹjọ́, ẹ̀yin ìyá wa, ẹ̀yin people that are here.
Yes, sir.
I've
Yes,
been
sir.
following this platform for quite a long time. Kì í ṣe pé
Yeah.
bóyá gbogbo wa la stupid, everybody náà ló ń gbogbo tó ń lọ. And I don't like the fact that people just come up and abuse someone just for the sake that you're behind the screen. There's no point.
That's why I promised you that there won't be such tonight. So don't worry, there won't be such.
Yeah, because you
It
said
was
that.
because he said he lost his mom. That was why they asked him that question. If he didn't say that, they won't ask him that. So
No, but question ẹ̀ náà bó ṣe jáde, obìnrin lẹ́wọ̀lẹ́ tó
ẹ jẹ́ ká kúrò bẹ́ẹ̀, má bínú ti bẹ̀ wọ́n kọ́ má bínú ẹ má
relationship tó
wọrí.
jọ wà láàrin wọn
Mo
lọ́ọ́
ti
fi
ní kọ́ má
béèrè
bínú.
yẹn.
Wọ́n
Ẹ̀yin
mọra
ẹ
rí
béèrè
tẹ́lẹ̀, wọ́n ti
question
lọ platform
tí
ẹ̀rí tẹ́lẹ̀, kò ń ṣe bíbà lọ ti mọra.
ẹ̀yin ẹ béèrè question tí
Ẹ
relationship
fi tí wọ́n
tó
lẹ̀
jọ wà
yá.
láàrin wọn ni.
It's not, madam, it's not about question. It's about ìwà. At the end of the day,
Duke, do you have any question for us? Please, ẹ fi gbogbo yẹn sílẹ̀. If you have a straight question for us that you want to ask us question. And please, if you abuse or bẹ ṣe sọ́ọ̀sì tẹ́ni gbogbo
I don't
akọ́lá
abuse.
ṣe mọ̀ pé
Forget
you are
about
appointed
fearless.
until now.
Look, gbogbo wa la
Ask your
lẹ́nu,
question, we will
gbogbo wa la
answer you.
lẹ́nu. Forget about
Ṣé ti
that.
gbọ́?
And learn to respect people. It's not this
Olùkọ́
platform
ìjàlẹ̀
has
gbé
been
wá
running for so
every
long.
No, Bismillah, hold on. Mr. Duke, no, Bismillah, ẹ fi wọ́n lẹ̀.
And he's
Miss
asking a lot of
Duke,
questions. I
ẹ̀yin
really
tí
want
gbogbo
him
yẹn
to ask
clear.
questions. And he can
Gbogbo
kúrò
wa
lórí
là
ọ̀rọ̀
ń wá
Mr. Jọlákẹ́.
justice.
Wọ́n ti
Why we
mute
all
ẹ̀yẹn
now?
kúrò lórí ẹ̀yẹn béèrè question tí yín.
Kí la wá ń ṣe kinní fún?
Ẹ má
Nǹkan
bínú
tẹ́mi fẹ́ mọ̀ ni pé
ọkùnrin ni yín náà, ẹ má sọ̀rọ̀.
nǹkan tẹ́mi fẹ́ mọ̀ ni pé
All right, sir.
at the end of the day, we've been in this journey for almost 2 years now.
Yeah, sure.
And one thing that I have learned to learn nínú justice àwáyé ni pé má kó yànyàn kéré. And reason why I'm going to say that, ẹ gbọ́ mi dáadáa, the new getting don't sọ no, don't patronize. Wunmi gan fún rẹ̀ sọ nípa bàbá ẹni tó kú. And I never believed that at that time. But àwọn ìwà tó ń jáde nísìn shows me that, look, I have to calm down and sometimes know the people that know that person properly. And I'm talking about Mohbad's dad.
Okay, yeah. Before you go.
You understand?
Yeah.
So, because I hold that statement, Peter Emma Leloko pa. And in the fact that it's not that I'm fully supporting her, but it's not that I'm supporting Baba Mohbad as well. All I'm looking for is kí ni nǹkan kan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí boy yìí gan tó jẹ́ pé ó láti kú. Because mo ṣe wò ó, bọ́bọ́ yìí ò ṣẹ̀yàn. All he did was only love fún gbogbo àwọn tó wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́. ó dẹ̀ tún tattoo gbogbo family ẹ̀ sí gbogbo life ẹ̀ ó tattoo wọn sí kínní but they've not come out to actually even defend him and I don't know why we are all fighting gbogbo wa la fẹ́ Nàìjíríà tó dáa táàdà bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí máa wo ìwà táàdà bẹ̀rẹ̀ wo ìṣesí àwọn èèyàn ṣe ń ṣe á lè mọ̀ and that is why I feel bad that pé mi ìgbọ́rọ̀ nǹkan tí Wunmi sọ ń gbà yẹn pé tẹ́ ẹ bá mọ bàbá ẹ̀ ẹ máa mọ nǹkan tí mò ń sọ so I'm not here to fight anybody èpè yín gan ò lè mú mi because àwa Naija are ready láti kọ̀ ṣe pé anyhow but what I want to know is why all the stories now I will come back to Prime Boy and I want to know
Look, before you continue, please. I'm
Mr.
sorry
Solake, calm down.
Sorry, nǹkan tó sọ yẹn, ó kò ginger me, please.
Okay.
Can anybody here you don't want justice?
I said yes.
Yes or no? You don't want justice?
I said yes.
You don't want justice?
I want justice, yes.
Mr. Solake, ẹ jẹ́ kí Mr. Duke ẹ jẹ́ kí Mr. Pythagoras respond sí wọn. Ẹ ní sùúrù Mr. Solake. Ẹ jẹ́ kí Mr. Duke parí ọ̀rọ̀ wọn.
Because Duke just said something now.
Kí ló fi dẹ́rù bá yín báyìí máa ṣe nǹkan báyìí.
Before going ahead, that's why I have to stop him.
Okay,
Mr.
Because
Solake,
why I have to stop him is that
ẹ jẹ́ kí Mr.
can we
Duke
all
ṣe tán
accept
now.
that we want justice for this guy?
that's what we all
want justice.
we all came out in one voice before. Where we got it wrong is we pointing fingers, accusing fingers on one person.
No, because
We need to ask questions all around and not saying ìyàwó ló pa.
Tell me, we are on your platform. We want to engage you and your panelists.
Don't distract one now. Ẹ jẹ́ kó máa flow lọ bó ṣe ń flow lẹ́yìn ẹjọ́ ẹ ní sùúrù.
Ẹ jẹ́ kí Mr. Duke ṣe tán. He's making sense.
Ẹ ṣe kọ́lá lẹ́yìn o.
Parí ọ̀rọ̀ wọn.
Tèmi ẹ ṣe kọ́lá lẹ́yìn o. Ẹ ṣe kọ́lá lẹ́yìn o.
Mr. Solake ṣe ká já.
Ó yẹ bá wa meet sir.
Ẹ má jà mí bọ́lẹ̀ because ara mi ti ń gbọ̀n sí.
Ó yẹ mute. Ẹ jẹ́ kí Mr. Duke máa sọ.
Ara mi ti ń gbọ̀n. We want justice. Ó yá Duke, go ahead.
All right. So bí mo ṣe sọ lọ ọ̀rọ̀ deceit ló bá ẹ̀yìn because it seems that deceit yẹn lásán kò wá láti just one party ó wá ti many parties. I know that as a woman yes ìwọ ló máa kọ́kọ́ pè pé kí ló ṣe ọkọ ẹ̀.
Duke, I think you were saying something about Prime Boy. I think
No.
you lost your line of thought.
Don't worry, I will get back there. Kí ló ṣe ọkọ ẹ̀? And I, for one, I know that now I can't even trust anybody because àwọn ẹni tó jáde káwọn gan wá justice gan nísìn. We're hearing things that does not align to what we are all looking for. And èèyàn lè kú ká má fẹ́ mọ̀ nǹkan tó pa ẹni yẹn. Ọ̀rọ̀ yìí lè tóbi ju gbogbo wa lọ in the sense that ó lọ́wọ́ nú. And there's some things I used to say. Mo ní Wunmi gan fúnra ẹ̀ lè liberate Nigeria because there are bigger things that me and you that are on this platform. And the bigger things that are there ó ti jẹ́ kí gbogbo wa hate ara wa. Ó jẹ́ ká máa rò pé èpè ló kàn for anybody tí ó bá take your own side of things. But we all think differently. But let me now go back to Prime Boy. Prime Boy is Mohbad's friend. But ìyá yìí bó ṣe sọ níbẹ̀rẹ̀, èmi gan rò pé Prime Boy ó gba lóògùn, ó yá nípa, ó gba nípa, ó ṣe kíní. But Prime Boy did not even do anything. And then ó tún wá sọ pé àwọn industrial gods, which we know that orin Mohbad ti ń dé level tó yẹ pé ó yẹ kí àwọn industrial gods gan kọ́ pa lẹ́nu mọ́. So this could be
Thank you.
someone that is between the deep blue sea and the devil. You have to understand what I'm talking about. I'm not here to
Mr. Dick, sir, with all due respect. Content source is like you're asserting your own interest, or let me see, your own thoughts to us now. But it's okay, prime boy Oshin Koko. That's your own belief.
Hold on. This I
have a lot of answers.
Investigation. There's no way they can put prime boy back into that case. And that is why I'm saying the prime boy I'm saying. Ọlọ́run ló yọ gbogbo àná la bọ́kùnrin Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ kó forí ọmọ wa gbá nǹkan tó yẹ kó gbá. But there's been a lot of confusion láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ kéèsì yìí. And tá a bá fẹ́ kí Nàìjíríà dá, we all have to stand for truth. Kò sẹ́ni tó wà ńbẹ̀, kò sẹ́ni tó mọ̀ tán. There was nobody, you and I was not there. Let me give you an example. Imagine your own child go and do something outside. You will still defend that child to the last, regardless of how goes so. But ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà lẹ́yìn, àti wá rí pé there's quite a lot of manipulation, people trying to divide people to their side. Tí bá máa rojọ́ tó yẹ pé òun máa side mi ní rojọ́ tó yẹ pé nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀. But èmi ò fẹ́ blame anybody lórí kíní because ọ̀rọ̀ yìí ti kọjá level tiwa gan tá a wà níbí. Kò sí bí èèyàn tí ò sick tó máa kú tí ìyá ẹ̀ lò 7 days lọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀ tí bàbá ẹ̀ wà ní a weekend before and they can't even say things that happened to him. Ìyá ẹ̀ wà nulẹ̀ náà. Gbogbo àdàlà bí ọmọ. Ìyá ẹ̀ wà nulẹ̀ tó gbébẹ̀ tó ń jẹun tó jẹ́ ń jẹpo tó jẹ́ ń jata. So ta tún wá rí pé ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ tún lọ ń jù nǹkan sínú kòtò ibi tó ń sin sí. Ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ti kọjá ọ̀rọ̀ pé a jẹ́ Yorùbá. Ó ti kọjá nǹkan tó yẹ pé ìwọ gan o láti mọ ẹni tó wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́. Who is in your corner? Ta ló get his side? Who will take your side? Who will look after you? Because ilé ayé kéré. Gbogbo àwà láyé nìsín a lè gbóhùn ara wa. Ẹni tí ò tó wa ti kú. Àwọn kan dẹ̀ sì máa kú lọ́la. Kì í ṣe by our powers. Kì í ṣe ẹnu tá a ní. But nǹkan tí mi fẹ́ kẹ́ka máa gbọ́ ni pé a fẹ́ kí Nàìjíríà dá. And for Nigeria to be good, we need to be able to tell ourselves critical ká lè ronú ká lè rò pé òkè nǹkan tó gbọ́ náà lèmi náà gbọ́. Kí ló wá yà wá? What has actually turned us against ourselves? Because ọmọ mi lè fẹ́ ọmọ tiẹ̀ náà ló lè fẹ́ ọmọ tèmi.
Duke, you said you talk well.
Okay, má worry, ẹ jẹ́ kí n kàn fi ilẹ̀. I just
Mr. Duke, no, you can't just go like that. I think I have some things to tell you. And this is not, I like the fact that you're talking about kilodata and take it.
Mr. Duke, I'm just going to explain the side, and then Mr. Pythagoras can continue. You see, when it comes to that course, the course didn't start from us. You see, it's the illiterates, the shagalas that are among that cannot engage. They are the ones that started all this courses. And when you curse me, of course I will curse you back. I will not say because you curse me, because you want justice, because I'm supporting among me, I will not curse you back. No. The shagalas that are illiterate, that does not know how to engage, that does not want to understand what is going on, that all they see is just the illiteracy side of everything. That is where the curse comes from. We don't curse here. to have that.
And I would, I would back
I
that,
understand what you're saying.
Mr. Duke, I will back that up with the fact that if you look around now, which side of this justice turned justice for Mohbad to fracas? Like posting people's pictures, cursing on
No,
them, doing
lie
a
to you.
show.
I will not lie to you. There was a manipulation from Baba Mohbad's side.
Thank you.
And a lot of people obviously got carried away with it.
Thank you.
Everybody who Timba Timu side come. Mr. Shalashik, can you do it? Please.
So, Mr. Duke, no, I said I want to say some things to what.
Mufake is echoing. So it's kind of Mr. Shalashik, can you mute, please?
Mr. Chalake is muted. I think he's the host. So go ahead.
No, it's not.
Okay.
I know I'm muted. I'm muted already.
Is it okay now?
I'm muted already.
Yeah, it's better now.
Yeah. What's okay?
Sorry, Jadi, mo wọlé padà. You actually say some things, and I will have one or two things to say about it. This is not to confuse you or to convince you or to tell you not to believe whatever you believe, but it's just a simple thing that we think here that made us to say yes. You cannot just point this accusing finger on this lady. And I will start from where you stop or where you picked it from, like Prime Boy. If you've been following this justice for Mohbad from the beginning, Prime Boy 100% accepts to the fact that he had an argument and a fight with Mohbad. There is evidence to that. When they asked him to come to the police station, he got there, he granted an interview with his lawyer, nobody put hand in his mouth. And he was explaining. Ó wá ń gbá mi, ìgbà tó gbá mi, mo wá lọ bá chief priest, mo wá lọ sọ fún chief priest pé ọ̀rẹ́ mi ń bá mi jà. Ìgbà tí mo wá sọ fún chief priest pé ọ̀rẹ́ mi ń bá mi jà, wọ́n wá ní kóhun dúró sí bíbáyìí, kóhun má kúrò níbẹ̀. Àwa kan ní gbogbo kéèsì ní orí without opening book. Wọ́n wá ní kóhun ní sùúrù kóhun dúró síbi tóhun wà yẹn. Ìgbà tóhun wá dúró síbẹ̀, lọ́n wá lọ. Ìgbà tóhun máa àwọn náà wá fòun sílẹ̀ ńbẹ̀. Ìgbà tóhun máa bọ́ síta, òun rí pé gbogbo mọ́tò yẹn ti lọ, òun náà wá lọ lé òun. I will pick all angles there, Sorosi. This is not to make you believe whatever I'm saying. I don't have the truth either in my hand. Everybody call me.
That is fantastic. You don't have the truth.
I don't have the truth in my hand. Yeah,
that means you're speaking as a human now. I love that.
Yes.
I like when people are sure, they're factual. But look, these things has turned because some people are jobless and they've just decided to take these things as their, their main job.
So let me continue. I don't have the truth. I will explain myself.
Prime Boy tó sọ yẹn, ṣó mọ̀ pé ọlọ́pàá kan náà sọ pé ó ní ọ̀bẹ tí Prime Boy tó fi gún. Do you know that?
Àwọn nǹkan tó wá sọ fún yín ni Mr. Akele.
No, kì í ṣe àwọn nǹkan.
Dasola, you also said it that wọ́n gbé àwọn gbé oríṣiríṣi nǹkan manipulate. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n parí ọ̀rọ̀ mi, ẹ má jẹ́ kí n miss ẹ. I just want to answer to everything that you've said. So, please, let me just go straight. I don't know about it. So, Prime Boy said that gbogbo wa la jẹ fetí gbọ́. Ó jẹ́ sọ, ó lóun pè láàárọ̀ ọjọ́ kejì. Wípé òun fẹ́ lọ gba, òun fẹ́ wá gbé báàgì òun. And I will now come to your side, which is, sorry, to Baba's side. Maybe I should not use your side. Papriano fúnra ara ẹ̀, manager Prime Boy wá síbẹ̀. Ó jẹ́ kó yé Papriano pé there was a fight. Tó jẹ́ manager Prime fúnra rẹ̀ nìyẹn. Before kan tó turn gbogbo ẹ̀, kan tó change gbogbo ẹ̀. Ó jẹ́ kó yé Papriano pé there was a fight. Àdúrà àti Darosha wọ́n wá lé kí ló lé fún. Kí ni wọ́n lé Prime Boy fún? Because Prime Boy náà sọ pé wọ́n lé òun. Why were they chasing Prime Boy if there was no fight? Wunmi said there was a fight. Ó jẹ́ clear immediately pé but Prime Boy ò gbá ọkọ òun padà. Wunmi ò ever parọ́ mọ́ Prime Boy pé ó ná ọkọ òun. Ó ní kò gbá padà. And I will take you, everyone here, back to ọ̀rọ̀ Gistlover then. Nígbà tí wọ́n ní Wunmi kọ́kọ́ sọ̀rọ̀, ó make post and all that. téèyàn bá tá bá sì lọ gbé post yẹn jáde tí Gistlover screenshot chat òun àti Wunmi never said lágbájá pa ọkọ mi. Gistlover said a gbọ́ wípé oògùn àbí ring and Wunmi said at this point I don't trust anyone. I don't know what actually happened. She never said tòótọ́ ni o ọ̀rẹ́ ẹ̀ fi oògùn gbà. This is where I have issue with people supporting Josie because I believe that àwọn point tó yẹ ká mú dání a kò fèsì pé a fẹ́ ní ọmọ yìí a jẹ fẹ́ ní lẹ́yìn.
Jẹ́ ká fi Mr. Aloba lẹ̀ because now we've established that Mr. Aloba self has not been truthful.
I've not even said anything about Aloba now. I've not even said anything about Mr. Aloba at all. I'm just explaining what I know from the points that you've made. And if Wunmi said industrial blood or whatever everybody said she wrote, she's right. She's actually right. But I think what people want to say, allow me. I was saying about me, James Acholade. I don't talk like this. People know that.
Convince me.
I don't engage people and I don't talk like this.
She
But
doesn't need to convince you because she's talking from her own point of view.
So I'm saying from my own point of view. So allow me to explain myself too.
Yeah, please go ahead.
This is my thinking. Nǹkan tó mú èmi tèmi fi sọ pé no, ẹ má bully ọmọ yìí. Òun ni mo ń ṣàlàyé léni. So allow me. Ẹ̀yin lẹ ń wá èèyàn báyìí lẹ máa nail. No, that is not me. If there is a proof today that point finger to Wunmi, I used to say it and I used to tell anybody that comes close to me. Ẹ gbé jáde, then maybe I will not do this again. If anybody can convince me, give me a proof and I'm okay. Timbatiri, Otiton.
What do you think about what the driver said?
No.
What he said? She has a point. Duke. She has a point that everything when we said that day, that is why I'm totally dejected. You see, Sherry, I keep asking myself. I'm not.
Let her finish her thought. Stop interrupting her. It doesn't make any sense.
At that angle.
Emma mute me now. Response. No. More than
At the end of it, people will take it with me that a lot of people went to manipulate a lot of people. So what I think about what the driver said, I don't think I want to talk about anything that anybody come out to say again. After gbogbo manipulation, ṣé ìgbà tán fi lọ gba àwọn spending, ṣé ìgbà tán lọ gba prime boy, ṣé àwọn nǹkan tí Mama Kudi.
You have a point. Continue.
Ẹni sùúrù sà, màá padà gbé yín, tẹ́ bá ti mọ̀ para yín ò ní balẹ̀ kí n sọ̀rọ̀ mi ẹ má bínú. This is not that I'm rude to you. Màá pick yín up later mi ìfẹ́ kẹ́ jẹ́ kí n lose line of thought mi, please. Ẹ má bínú Mr. Cholake. I will pick you up back soon. But mo rí pé ara yín ò balẹ̀ fẹ́ ṣàtàrí máa ẹ jọ̀ọ́.
Wọ́n ti sọ para wọn.
The whole thing everybody ti ṣe made me not to trust anybody again. Nígbà tí Yèyé Kudi bọ́ síta, ó ní tẹ́ bá gbọ́ nǹkan tí spending sọ fún mi, àwọn ọmọ yìí ti báyé jẹ́ o. Yeah, we did not live here. Mi ìmọ̀ pa nǹkan tí spending sọ fún wọn. Kò séèyàn kankan tó support ọmọ mi tó lọ sí police station láti lọ bá anybody or láti lọ béèrè question lọ́wọ́ anybody. The likes of what's it called? Kini Wesco. They were going to the police station, bringing wrong narrative, bringing things that does not even happen, bringing it out to us. That aside again. If Wunmi said, you people have pied him, you people have industrial god or whatever you people are saying, she's saying, I will say more than that. With the fact that wọ́n ti ń bully mi, wọ́n ti ń bully ọkọ mi káàkiri. Ọkọ mi náà jẹ́ ní a lot of videos tí gbogbo wa ti rí níta ńbẹ̀ yẹn. And another thing is because she does not know who that nurse is. And she said it at this point, Gistlover, I don't trust anyone. She doesn't know who the nurse is. The person that called the nurse, ti sọ pé won't trust anybody. And even if you remember, nígbà tí wọ́n wà ní court, tẹ́ bá ẹ pé ẹ mọ̀. There's a place that Wunmi ti sọ pé maybe she said Adura is received call àbí nǹkan tán ló sọ. For you to know that she didn't even trust anyone at that point.
No, fún mọ̀ pé right now, what Wunmi has showed us that when you want to keep a marriage, you need to keep everybody out of your home.
Exactly. We are learning from it. I
We're
learned
all
a lot
learning.
from Justice from Mohbad.
Yes, we're all learning
And this
from it.
aspect of ọkọ ẹ ṣe nǹkan kan ọkọ ẹ sick kò pa àwọn family ọkọ ẹ. I'm telling you now, this is me. I
No.
don't usually call my husband's family too. That's another lesson I learned from Justice from Mohbad.
Now I know Mohbad's family. And it's a shock to me that he's still there.
I want to debunk one thing you said. You said Mama was there. Mama ò sí nínú ilé.
No, Mama wà ní
ọ̀dọ̀ before, yes, which Josie also went there too.
And so Mr. Loba was there.
Loba too went there, yes.
Was there too.
So you are right.
I have a picture of where he carried the baby and stuff like that.
Yes.
You don't understand. So, but my problem is, because there were quite a lot of people in that house, there are quite a lot of allegiance to so many things that we don't.
Mr. Duke, if you ask me, I will tell you Mohbad's death was planned. That is why
God will bless you.
What
you just said right now,
because èèyàn tó fi nọ́mbà nọ́ọ̀sì sílẹ̀ ó kúrò nínú ilé yẹn ó lọ nígbà tí nurse máa give testimony gbogbo yín ẹ ignore testimony nurse ẹni kémi lọ máa gbọ́ testimony driver. The nurse said prime boy àbí spending pé òun ó ní kóun mú tetanus injection báwo ló ṣe ní láti lọ pe nurse lẹ́yìn tó ti kúrò nínú ilé yẹn tó ti fi nọ́mbà nurse sílẹ̀ kí ló lọ sọ fún.
ṣé mo pé nǹkan tó tún confuse mi ni pé Wunmi sọ pé nurse méjì ló wà available.
No, she said when they get ibẹ̀ yẹn, maybe I should clear that part.
Okay.
When they thought the hospital nítorí àwọn hospital méjèèjì confirm pé because àwọn team Josie pariwo pé wọ́n ní nurse kan ti wá lálẹ́, that's not true. Ní ìgbà tí wọ́n confirm pé bọ̀bọ́ yẹn ti kú tí wọ́n ṣì ń doubt ẹ̀ ni wọ́n gbà tó padà délé ni wọ́n pe another nurse láti wá check ẹ̀. To be sure pé ṣé tòótọ́ ṣì ń sọ wọ́n pé is a lie. I'm clearing that part now, and that is what happened. Nígbà tí wọ́n padà délé, tí wọ́n wò pé lè sọ pé ó ti kú, and the same thing that Rosha said pé ìgbà tó kúrò ní first police station, first hospital, òun sọ fún wọn pé irọ́ kò lè tí kú, kó jẹ́ káwọn check another hospital. Lọ́ fi dé second hospital, wọn bá má dé second hospital rárá. Nígbà tó padà délé, ni wọ́n tún pe another nurse pé ẹ wá bá wa check. Gbàgbọ́ wípé ọmọ ìkú, so there was no nurse in the night before.
Tàtẹ́mi ẹ má bínú mà ṣẹ́rí nurse tó ń sọ was the nurse tó tẹ̀lé ambulance wá ńgbà tán wá gbé.
I don't know if that's the one you're talking about. I'm talking about the one you will talk about. Táwọn kan sọ pé nọ́ọ̀sì kan wá lálẹ́ nọ́ọ̀sì kan sùn bẹ̀. No.
Jẹ́ ká padà sí ibi tó sọ yẹn pé it was planned.
No.
Can we try and...
Mr. Duke, I will put some questions to you. Maybe can you put our dot questions here together? Emma will pay. You see, Uncle will pay this side of justice. We are not just saying Emma bully Omo for nothing, because we feel like Emma cheated. Bobo angles. Now you people are saying the family akiniko. These are all the things that were things. Okay, why not check àwọn nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀? Why tí ọmọ yẹn kú táwọn kan sọ pé ògókù why tán sọ pé ibi téèyàn kan bá dé nìyẹn, why the quick burial, why this, every angle I want check kò ṣe pa dúró lójú kan, and that is why we conclude that kò sí ọwọ́ ọmọ yìí nínú kínní tọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ bá jẹ́ àbí anybody bá fi pé ọwọ́ ẹ̀ wà ń bẹ̀, please bring your evidence out.
Àti ẹ̀ sọ pé ọwọ́ ẹ̀ wà ń bẹ̀.
Wọ́n tó ń sọ ẹ̀yin lẹ́yìn ò sọ bẹ́ẹ̀.
No, tell me, o ti fọ̀rọ̀ sí mi lẹ́nu.
Mr. Duke,
I have a video yesterday. Tí Vengeance ń pariwo, Wunmi ajẹ́ ọba.
Mi ò tẹ́mi, èmi ò sí pẹ̀lú gbogbo àwọn tó ń pariwo tó ń sọ.
Mr. Duke, ẹ jẹ́ kí n há dé.
Ẹ̀yin náà gbọ́ náà, ẹ lè sọ pé ẹ̀gbọ́n rí pọ́ sọ pé
everybody Mohbad kan tó.
Ó tó di pé òun ó ní wọ́n sọ fáwọn pé káwọn padà sílé bọ́ ó sì ń sẹ́pá àgbàlagbà Yorùbá làwọn. Àwọn náà tún mọ nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Pé àwọn sọ fún wọn pé àwọn gbọ́dọ̀ rí ara ẹ̀ káwọn tó kúrò.
Let me say something about Baba Mohbad. He made a statement to change the date that we all know. The wife claimed on the 12th. The father has now come to put his press statement that he was on the 11th. So that has even made me not
No,
believe.
ẹ tún lọ síwájú nìyẹn kan tí mò ń sọ sí ẹ ti ignore ẹ ń lọ síwájú ẹ jẹ́ ká parí eléyìí náà kẹ́ tó lọ sí another section.
We're having a conversation. Let's just
That's
make
what I'm saying, that ẹ jẹ́ ká parí èyí tí mi sọ kalẹ̀ kẹ́ tó lọ sí another section.
Nǹkan tí mi sọ ni pé nǹkan tí mi ṣe lè believe with family ẹni pé now they've even changed the date from even the wife that set the date. So I can't even take that family as obviously 100% true.
Thank you.
So are you saying you don't believe Baba Mohbad saw the body before he left?
I cannot believe anything that comes out.
Even when he said it himself.
Listen. Baba Mohbad said he had a dream. And then now we know that it was Blessing that told him. So don't let us.
Pool of blood. Aṣọ pool of blood. Gracie later came out and said, imagination lásán ni. And you know how that thing was everywhere. Pé àwọn ẹ̀jẹ̀ ń ṣọ́nu lé yẹn ni Kampala, Ankara turned to Pampala, Beshi turned to. Ẹ̀yin yẹn bẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run.
No, Temi, mo like nǹkan tó sọ pé it was planned. Ikú yẹn was planned. And I think we need to focus on that. Because at the end of the day, boy, you're sick.
Nígbà tí wọ́n mú Spending sí police station tí wọ́n arrest ẹ̀, kí ló dé tí àwọn NM ń root fún release of Spending? Ajẹ̀tún gbọ́lọ́ online yìí pé kó tó di pé wọ́n dá owó fún Spending àwọn èèyàn kan gan ti sanwó tó fi bẹ́ẹ̀lẹ̀ why tó fi bẹ́ẹ̀lẹ̀ and even Prime Boy said wọ́n ti bẹ́ẹ̀lì òun kó tó di pé kówó òṣì kankan wá àwọn wo ló bẹ́ẹ̀lì wọn. No now stop ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ now kẹ́jẹ tọrọ dáríjì ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run if you feel like ọmọ yìí sọ̀rọ̀ tí ò normal let's check every angle of nǹkan tó ti ṣẹlẹ̀ ní ìtì ìtọ́mọ tí bọ̀bọ̀ ìkú gan gbogbo gbàtà ti wà ń ta yìí kí làwọn nǹkan ta observe kí làwọn sign ta rí who is Guresi to Baba Mohbad gbogbo yìí ṣì máa lọ check wọ́n fi Guresi to Baba Mohbad ni me I will tell you people and I'm saying it out
Temi, let me tell you.
Wọ́n fi ti Baba Mohbad ni bó ṣe wà yẹn bóyá ń gbẹ̀bọ̀n sí lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ lójoojúmọ́ ni gbogbo yín wà ń bẹ̀ kẹ́ máa ló ń gba létí lásán kò gba létí lásán there is more to Guresi.
Temi tó bá ti sọ̀rọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ o ti ń categorize mi pẹ̀lú gbogbo àwọn tó di Guresi I'm not for that.
No I ask you because as in somehow like everybody will just
challenge Guresi.
Do you know they actually want to plant somebody in Iya Mohbad's life too? Ṣé pé ó dájà lẹ́gbàá yẹn àwọn bíbá ìlànà irọ́ èèyàn yìí trust ẹ̀ ẹ má plant èèyàn sí ẹgbẹ́ Ìyá Mohbad náà débi pọ́n máa ṣe ta ni Guresi gbogbo everybody should go and check who is Guresi who is he working for.
Do you have that information?
I don't. I ask question who is Guresi? Question ni mo béèrè.
Ẹ jẹ́ ká wá padà. I told you that I asked Guresi some questions when I was opportune to. Mo dẹ̀ rí pé Guresi go fún rẹ̀ ò pure because when I asked him.
Who is Guresi? Me ò ní information but who is Guresi? That question should go all over social media. Who are you? Ta ló rán ẹ wá?
Yes, the reason tèmi ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ tèmi sọ ni.
Ṣé rò pé gbogbo yín rò pé gbogbo nǹkan tí bàbá Mohbad ń ṣe yẹn ṣé rò pé ó ṣe lójú lásán ni gbogbo àwọn eléyìí tó pera wọn ní critical stupid yìí ẹ ó máa já gbogbo yín lẹ́nu pé they are also working for people. Every other person tó ṣì wà pẹ̀lú jossy till now àwọn tó wà pẹ̀lú jossy tó ṣì sọ pé though if you come for Baba I come for you ẹ lọ ṣe findings yín they are working for somebody critical nonsense they are working for somebody.
Well, the thing is, I'm glad that I'm not part of all that critical.
I'm saying it.
But because me first of all, me attack Guresi. The fact that he could not even tell us.
So speak, oh, ni sorire.
Ami.
Kini kan ẹ ti ṣe pé o kí ló tún ṣe.
Ó ṣe pé ni mo ṣe pé fún padà. Tó bá ṣe pé na ṣe pé fún ẹ má dá sí yẹn.
Ní ìwo comment section ta ni.
Mi ti rí ẹ má sọ̀rọ̀ yín lọ mo ti mute.
Mo Guresi kò lè defend nǹkan tó rí ìgbà tó lọ rí Mohbad and I was for one thing that look Baba Mohbad.
Kí ni nǹkan Baba Mohbad tó wà lọ́wọ́ wọn tán ṣe ń threaten ẹ̀ kí ni nǹkan tó fi ń threaten ẹ̀. Kọ́ bọ́ síta kọ́ sọ.
Kí ni ọkùnrin ṣe tọkùnrin
èmi. kò sí nínú ẹ̀ ṣèbí tẹ̀yìn ọkọ ṣèbí Tadéwálé la rí ń ta yẹn tó bá jẹ́ òun náà ni kò gbé síta kò free ẹ̀ ní ṣùgbọ́n dáná.
Ẹ má fi fọ́tò tó ṣẹ̀ jáde lately tá à ń gbọ́ tí Lagata play yẹn ṣe bá gọ́gọ́ bí kúrẹ́sì ṣe má bàbá sọ̀rọ̀ nù kí n tó ní ọlọ́rà mìíràn tó bá jáde lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí tó ṣe nǹkan ta ní kó ṣe ó máa lọ ọlọ́rà mìíràn.
I don't want to talk to your team Josie, but ó connect mọ́ nǹkan tó táwa ti ń sọ láti jọjọ́ yìí ló yẹ kébi sọ̀rọ̀ if not wọn ọba kúrẹ́sì ọba mú bàbá Mohbad báyìí kó fi ọ̀bẹ lu wọn lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ mi ìbá má sọ anything.
ẹ má jẹ́ kó fi ọ̀bẹ lu
you
bàbá
people
lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́.
everybody has to check all angles tẹ́ bá ń sọ pé ń check ojú kan ẹ wá sọ pé ìyàwó ẹ̀ ni check every other person tó wà involved nínú justice for Mohbad then you are not doing the right thing.
Fìyàwó ẹ̀ sílẹ̀ there's so many other people.
àwọn èèyàn sọ pé kí lọmọ yẹn ṣe nígbà tó lọ okay now they are saying what has she done nígbà tó pẹ́ ti kú kí ló fi ṣe tó fi wá justice okay everybody ń tẹnumọ́ kí ló fi ṣe kó fi wá justice ṣé kò lọ sọ́dọ̀ bàbá ṣé kò lọ sọ́dọ̀ Ọ̀sán Fálànà ni tó bá lọ síbẹ̀ nígbà tí bàbá jẹ́ fípa àwọn ò fẹ́ join ẹ̀ láti lọ sọ́dọ̀ Sam Fálànà ní pé náà àwọn fẹ́ dá wà ní ṣé bully tí wọ́n bully ẹ̀ ní online ṣé ìyẹn ló máa fi wá bọ́ta pé ẹ má bully mi mọ́ o bó ṣe ṣẹlẹ̀ rèé o common sense wa ò sọ pé at that point you are even making you are killing her confidence already and that is why we are standing that no even if you want her to say something let her be so that she can get herself okay wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ pé wọ́n gbé yọ̀ sí ní kinní kan àwọn kan sọ pé where was she wọ́n ní wọn ò wẹ̀ fún wọ́n ní kí ló dé tí ò wẹ̀ fún wọ́n ní kí ló dé tó lọ sí ọmọ tún bọ́ síta tún sọ fún pé online lòun ti gbọ́ pé wọ́n fẹ́ lọ sin ọkọ òun ò tiẹ̀ mọ̀ pọ́n ti fẹ́ sin already at all òun jẹ́ sáré lọ síbẹ̀ àwọn kan tún ní ṣé kò sí ńbẹ̀ ni why tó fi wà ńbẹ̀ so ìgbà tó jẹ́ gbọ́pọ́ fẹ́ sin ọkọ ẹ̀ lọ́nà yẹn kó má débẹ̀ kó jókòó sínú ilé.
Tèmi I'm not 100% from Baba Mohbad. I'm not 100% for Wunmi. I know you have your side.
Nurse came in ogun ọmọlábẹ́rẹ́ náà sì tún bọ́ síta pé òun lòun gun ó lòun ba láyé tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ ó kí òun bẹ́ẹ̀ ń bolẹ̀ tí wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ó kú níjọ́ Monday wọ́n gun pamọ́lé ni wọ́n jù lórí kinní ni wọ́n fọ́ orí ẹ̀ ni níbo làwọn narrative yẹn ti jáde.
Okay.
I dare everybody gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń sọ you will repeat it ẹ gbé lẹ́tà yín wá I will repeat everything and we all inú ọjọ́ tá a bá ti wá repeat èèyàn tó máa kó ṣẹ̀kẹ̀ṣẹ̀kẹ̀ sí lọ́rùn láì rèmi àti yín káwá tó tójú wa.
Okay, so Tèmi, calm down, please.
So ẹ máa jẹ́ nìyẹn o.
Calm down. Let me start with Gurexi.
ẹ mọ̀ pé orí laptop ni gbogbo ìṣesí gbogbo yín wà mo ṣì fídíò wèrè vengeance yẹn ṣì wà lọ́mì lánàá tó ń sọ
please don't count me out with I don't join platform just this is my first time joining a platform. I don't just join platform.
Thank you oya talk and it's because of the way you speak o mi ò sọ̀rọ̀ o if you know me very well okay. I don't I will not even say anything màá kàn jẹ́ káwọn èèyàn máa sọ nǹkan tó bá fẹ́ sọ ni I won't say anything.
Èmi gan fẹ́ kọ́ bully widow but what I want the widow to do is to give an account of everything that happened.
He already did.
He already did. Let me know.
It's left for you to believe her or not.
Just expecting it. She should just say lágbájá ló pa. Only nurse wọlé. Ó jẹ́ tó wá sórí lecture. Only even the nurse. Only I don't even know if she was sent.
Let me take you back. Tell let me take you back. We just said that ikú yẹn ò ṣe. We ìwọ gan sọ.
Èmi tí mo pé túkọ̀ á.
We are talking about.
Narrative tí wọ́n bí báyìí.
She has said everything. Ó tún sọ lórí national TV pé I don't know even if the.
Kí ni kó tún wá sọ? You can't do that. Ìgbà wá tàrà bí.
What does he want her to say? Ṣé kò sọ pé náà tí wọ́n rọ wọn pọ̀pọ̀ mi ni? Níbo ló ti ń sọrú ẹ̀? Nǹkan tẹ́mọ̀ yàn fẹ́ ni pé kó point finger pé lágbájá ló pọ̀kọ̀ mi which is not possible.
No, kò lè possible.
Kò bá wọn bí tó ti ń du lọ́rùn báyìí. Nǹkan tó mọ̀ ẹ bá mi wo gbogbo angles ló nǹkan tó ti sọ fún gbogbo wa yẹn. Bó ṣe ṣẹlẹ̀ rèé o, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ o. Then everybody is now left with àwọn courts ló alọ́mọ àwọn àwọ̀ pòkè nǹkan tí wọ́n sọ pé ó ṣẹlẹ̀ yẹn tó lè possible by kò lè wọ́n jẹ́ ṣe findings wọn that is it tó bá jẹ́ ìrọ̀wọ́ ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ let them crucify her tó bá máa wọ́n máa sọ wọn lóun ló ní gbogbo Nàìjíríà òun ló ní gbogbo Èkó fún kíni.
Tèmi òun nìkan kọ́ ló máa crucify there's a lot of even the family members that will be crucified on this
Thank you.
So èmi ò fẹ́ ká I'm not one-sided I'm just critical looking at this case. Information tí mo gbọ́ òun mo fi ń béèrè àgbà fi ń sọ̀rọ̀ and I don't want you to now pay bọ̀bọ̀ yìí tí ó bá take side wa it's not about that.
No I'm not we don't even want more people to take our side everybody ló ní access láti think about the way bọ̀bá ṣe fẹ́ ro case yìí bó ṣe yé everybody ṣe ń rò bó ṣe yé mi ní nǹkan tí mò ń sọ lénìí.
I hope I've not
lẹ́yìn náà ṣe sọ yẹn.
I hope I've not provoked.
No. No, but because if you listen to my voice, that's how I talk.
And she's saying her own opinion, not the fact
That's
about
my own
the case.
opinion. That is what I
That's
know.
what she's telling. When she said that, it's her opinion, not the
It's my
fact about
opinion.
the case.
Because
She
if
said
you wò pé kí ló dé tí spending kúrò nínú ilé yẹn tó lọ pé nurse tí nurse sọ pé wá pé òun kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ tí wọ́n fi ń route fún spending kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ tí prime boy fi gbé passport ẹ̀ tó fi mú káàkiri you have an international passport now why do you carry it all around everywhere you're going? Exactly. Why was prime boy with his passport international passport and why prime boy fúnra àbí manager Mohbad sọ pé àbí manager prime boy sọ pé àbí prime boy pé òun pé bàbá Mohbad wípé ṣán ti débẹ̀ and why was he asking and the first interview he did he said òun sùn lọ olóhùn ò tiẹ̀ mọ̀ kankan bóun ṣe délé tòun lòun sùn òun ò tiẹ̀ létà lòun gbọ́ pé ọ̀rẹ́ òun checking all angles.
Ejo, let me ask you some few questions. And I just want people on the platform to answer as well. Yeah, do you think that as of where we are right now, Prime Boy still has a hand in Mohbad's pie?
I will not answer that question. No. What I have said is planned work. So gbogbo àwọn tó plan ẹ̀ I don't know. But nǹkan tèmi rí pẹ̀lú nǹkan tóun náà sọ tó tún padà wá change ọ̀rọ̀ ó ní Canada visa. Wọ́n sọ pé èèyàn tó sọ fún òun pọ́ fẹ́ ju ọmọ ó ní spending lóhun kọ́ lóhun sọ fún òun jẹ̀bọ́ síta categorically ó ní Canada visa ó ní wọ́n fẹ́ ju ọmọ látòrí tọ́dúnlá and all these things èèyàn tó sọ pé ó ti deny gbogbo ẹ̀. That was what Tutu brought out then pé wọ́n náà fẹ́ ju ọmọ yẹn o kìíní kan now there's nothing like wọ́n fẹ́ ju ọmọ even the driver said kò sí ọ̀kan tó fẹ́ ju ọmọ. So why all this conspiracy?
I will say that you say that it was planned work. I think somebody else, I don't know who said it.
You keep saying she said that it's a planned work.
That is my opinion and I've said it.
Said it. Look, we can't change. We have to. Sorry, I believe it as well. So don't look at it like, boy, you're sick. But another question I want to ask you is, do you think...
let me tell you, if tó bá jẹ́ pé mistake tó tọ́ ni nurse yẹn lò that's fine but if you look at gbogbo àwọn nǹkan tó hang mọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ Mohbad you will want to believe you will want to think and think again that is a plan work.
So o believe pé Naira Marley àti Sam Larry.
èmi kọ́ lẹ́ máa bí nìyẹn o ìyàwó tó lọ́kọ́ ló sọ categorically so don't ask me that question.
Okay.
Please, don't ask
but
me.
The reason why I said it is because Baba Mohbad keep calling them back into the inquest. And I'm wondering...
tó bá ń pè wọ́n padà ó yẹ kó ní nǹkan tó mú tó fi ń pè wọ́n padà náà family ti rò pẹ̀lú wọn dáadáa náà they all roll together gbogbo wa ò sí ńbẹ̀ náà so gbogbo nǹkan tó dẹ̀ ṣẹlẹ̀ àwọn náà mọ̀ náà gbogbo wa ò sí ńbẹ̀ I'm not there you're not there so táwọn family yẹn bá ń pè wọ́n padà that's their own nǹkan tó definitely ó sì ní nǹkan kan tó ń wá tó ń tì mí nìyẹn.
I could just saw a question and that question will fire you. Why are people so...
Can you imagine? So I told you, pay. So you said you are not looking at the comment section. So don't look at it. Even me, I'm not looking at it again.
Well, thank you so much anyway.
Understand? So that is it. So on this side, we are not that. It's not that. Hey, our own is don't judge anyone. Never fair judge. Gbogbo angles, patapata. Gbogbo everybody. See, come across àbí kó wà in contact with Mo ẹ lọ pé gbogbo wọn kẹ máa sọ pé gbogbo wọn o ẹ suspect wọn not saying ìyàwó ẹ she has said all she knows she has said it over and over again àwọn tó kù tán sọ̀rọ̀ gan ẹ fà wọ́n ní ṣòkòtò pé kán bọ́ síta kán wá sọ̀rọ̀ it's not fair. tóbìnrin ló dáràn ni ó jọ sínú ilé wọ́n jọ ṣe kinní kan inú sóhun nìkan ló wà nulẹ̀ tó bá tẹ̀wájú òun nìkan ló wà nulẹ̀ yẹn gan.
ó yẹ kó fi ṣíbí fún lóúnjẹ ó yẹ kó gbé pọn lọ sí hospital ni ó yẹ kó fà lọ́wọ́ ni.
It's not fair. Alọ́mọ, aníyàwó, alẹ́gbọ́n, aláǹtì tó jóbìnrin tó bá ṣerú ẹ̀ fún wa báwo la ṣe fẹ́ feel.
Tell let me ask you one question. Are you supporting Wunmi because she's a woman?
I'm not supporting her because she's a woman. I'm supporting her because there's no evidence to prove that she kpai her husband. Pé wọ́n ń parọ́ money. Okay. If there's evidence, I've said it before now, that if there's evidence today, mo lè jáwọ́ lórí kéèsì. Bí Wunmi ṣe pa Mohbad ni, ó tán.
Okay. I like what you've said. But
Mr. Duke,
yes.
evidence bá wà lẹ́nu, àwa ìyá máa drag Wunmi.
A máa drag Wunmi. So that was when they
Fine,
were.
I don't know bèrè tó bẹ́ẹ̀.
Let me now
Aláwọ̀
tell you.
bèrè tó
Let me
bẹ́ẹ̀.
now.
Ó
Let
lè
me
pa
now.
ọkọ mi.
Ẹ jẹ́ kí n
So
wá
I
sọ̀rọ̀
have
kan.
no reason to kill her husband.
Evidence bá wà. I don't know bèrè tó
Ọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́
bẹ́ẹ̀.
sọ yẹn, ẹ lè drag me because she could have been manipulated.
What are you saying, Mr. Duke? Evidence bá wà tó wà glaring. I
No,
don't
una
know
sọ publicly yìí. Ẹ̀yẹ gbé
Do you
evidence
know?
jáde lẹ́nìí.
Do you
Kẹ
know
wá
she
fọwọ́
could be
gún wa kú
bullied?
tàbá drag
Do you
Wunmi.
know she could be bullied as well?
Mr. Duke ẹ fìyẹn lẹ̀. Evidence bá ti
Kò sí
wà.
ọ̀kan tó wà
I
pẹ̀lú
don't
Wunmi.
know
Nobody
bèrè
dey
tó
dey
bẹ́ẹ̀.
with Wunmi. Wunmi dá wà ní. Kò sí ọ̀kan tó wà pẹ̀lú ẹ̀.
A lot of us on this platform.
Kò sí pé tó bá fẹ́ lọ tọ̀ gùrẹ́sì àtẹ̀lé, tó bá fẹ́ lọ ṣu gùrẹ́sì àtẹ̀lé, tó bá ń lọ sí ìgbésẹ̀ gùrẹ́sì àtẹ̀lé, tí ò bá tẹ̀lé, wọ́n á máa fi fóònù ṣọ́ kiri. Níbolẹ́wà. Kí ló ń ṣọ́ káàkiri fún? Kí ló ń wá security fún jòsí káàkiri fún? Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Ṣóun ló pọ̀ ọmọ ẹ̀ ni? Òun kọ́ ló pọ̀ ọmọ ẹ̀ náà. So kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ tó ń wá security fún? Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ tó ń tẹ̀lé lọ sí ilé ìyàgbẹ́? Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Wá ní kò sí ọ̀kan pẹ̀lú ẹ̀.
Ìtọ́ tún ṣọdẹ, wọ́n tún ṣọdẹ orí òkè.
Wọ́n ṣọ dórí òkè. Wọ́n ṣọ dórí
How did you
ìsàlẹ̀.
give me that?
No, that's too much. Ṣóun ló pọ̀ ọmọ ẹ̀ ni.
Are you talking about Baba Mohbad abi?
Yes, now. Kí ló tó ń ṣọ kiri? Though, because you are saying bóyá Wunmi náà wà manipulated, nobody manipulated Wunmi.
No. Baba Mohbad is manipulated already. Whether you want to accept
That's what
it
I'm
or not.
saying. Pé kí ló tó ń ṣọ kiri?
That's why I said
Àwọn tó ń
Wunmi
ṣọ
self
Baba Mohbad
to be
káàkiri. There is
manipulated.
more to it. Òun ṣàkóso ló pọ̀ ọmọ ẹ̀. Kò ṣàṣínú lẹ́ngbà tọmọ ẹ̀ kú kí wá ló ṣẹlẹ̀ tó fi wá jẹ́ pé ẹ̀ ń gba security fún ẹ̀ ń gba kinní kan fún kíni ta ló ń lé.
Wọ́n tún gba lọ́yà kó máa ṣọ́ káàkiri.
Kó tó jábùrú ọmọ olókùn
Ilé ẹjọ́ tó ní tó ṣe ń gba lọ́yà kiri.
Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Ẹ̀ ń gba lọ́yà kíní ẹ̀ ń gba kejì. Ṣógun láyé. Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Ṣóun ló pa ọmọ ẹ̀ ni? Tẹ́bábìlì fóun kan ló pọ̀ ọmọ ẹ̀ kí lẹ̀ ń bodyguard ẹ̀ káàkiri fún.
Mr. Duke.
Bóyá wọ́n rán èèyàn, àwọn èèyàn yẹn kọ́ máa tẹ̀lé kiri. Ẹ má jẹ́ kó sọ̀rọ̀ o. Bàbá tó bá Duke, Babano said something.
Giving your assignment, sir. Mr. Duke.
Only people who buy your pikin, only they sit there around you.
Help us find out.
No, who is for me? I already know who Grex is. I've already confronted him on that. But nǹkan tí mi fẹ́ ká ṣe ni pé kí ni kankan tó fa ìjà gangan ní gbogbo àárín wa tá à ń wá same justice.
I said it earlier now. Pé tí bá ṣe àwọn ọmọ Ṣàngálà ó ní 5,000 yìí. They started, see, Aduke Oki started, what's it called?
Urgent 2K.
Aduke Oki and Omo Success started it. Mo ṣì ní recording yẹn till tomorrow and date and time. Picture me at Music Private, no wà láàrin wọn. It was on his platform that they did it. They picked my picture, picked my mom's picture, and they did the same thing with president. And so what caused the separation is people saying Wunmi ló pa. We all came out to say, oh, justice for this boy. Ọmọ ìtí sunkún láti jọjọ now. So ọmọ ìkọ̀kù. Okay, let me tell you something. Do you know there's a baker tóun náà kú ní I think 3 days ago. Barry White or what's that lady's name? Obìnrin ni. Wọ́n náà kọ̀ bá òkú ẹ̀ nínú ilé ni. In fact, they said it was after 3 days. I just got the write up ní group àwọn kí lorúkọ ẹ̀ bakers ni. And they said a particular woman has been threatening her. Tọ́mọ yẹn jẹ́ ń bọ́ síta tó ń sọ pé tọ́ bá pa òun woman yìí ni o ó ń disturb ó ń bake ó jẹ́ ń hack. And she has been saying that kọbi ara sí. Nobody see tọ́ bá ní ta ló fail Mohbad. We all fail Mohbad. We all fail Mohbad. You will take it from me or you leave it. That lady was shouting, wọ́n máa pa mí. Nísìnyí ìgbà tó máa rí òkú ẹ̀, I think they said after 2 days or 3 days, lọ́ tó rókú ẹ̀ nínú ilé. Nínú ilé ẹ̀, pé ta ló fẹ́ mú dání sìn. How do we say justice for that lady now? But when she was shouting, coming out, saying, I have issue with these people, I have issue with these people. Kò sí kankan nu wa tó máa kọbi ara sí tí n kò bá ti di wàhálà ní Nàìjíríà. Ní bọ́sìtà ká máa bọ́ṣọ.
You believe
No one there shouting and screaming. None of us. Me, I did not come out. You did not come out. Ó wá kú tán sìn. Ìyàwó tán jọ ń sá kiri, tán jọ ń lé wọn kiri, tán jọ ń sá pamọ́ kiri. Bella came out to tell us that ó fẹ́ fò látorí kíní. Ìyàwó ẹ̀ ló pò òun. Kí ló tí ìyàwó ẹ̀ ò pa ń gbà yẹn? Ìyàwó ẹ̀ ló sáré wá pò òun. Ló sọ fún òun pé wọ́n fẹ́ pé ọkọ òun fẹ́ fò látorí kíní. All that time, gbàtí Bella grant interview yẹn. Why tèmi àti yín ò bọ́ síta?
No, do you believe that Mohbad truly loved his wife?
You true what?
He truly loved his wife. You believe that?
No.
But when you look at that love, you will know that they love each other. Even our everybody keeps saying they love each other so much. Ask grandma.
Mohbad lèmi sọ.
Ó love ìyàwó ẹ̀ pa.
Thank you. And do you believe that the onus
Ó love
is
ìyàwó ẹ̀, ó love bàbá ẹ̀, ó love àwọn ó love ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ obìnrin, ó love gbogbo àwọn family, ó love everybody around him.
Do you believe that Mohbad will expect a lot from his wife right now
Expect a lot, like what?
to get him justice?
Kíkọ́ gbé prayer.
Nǹkan tá à ń sọ nìyẹn.
Who initiated the corona? Like, was it not his wife who initiated the corona?
I don't understand.
Giving up now, she's still standing.
Was it not the wife
Ó
that
ti ń dàbí
initiated the
àmúṣeré
corona
fẹ́mi
that
wà
she
bẹ́ẹ̀.
currently
Ó ti ń
has?
dàbí àmúṣeré Mr. Duke. Ẹ lọ sí point tí wọ́n fẹ́ lọ.
Ó ṣì ń wá justice now, ó ṣì kò ṣáà give up, kò stop now. Tó bá pè ní court lẹ́ni ó máa lọ now. So tó bá pè lẹ́ni ó máa lọ. So she's
Hey, Shebe, Mr. Duke, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, Mr. Duke. What do you think? Okay, you said the wife, Oyekowa justice, right? Okay, what do you think she should do that will make you feel she's looking for justice? Let me ask you that question. What do you think?
Okay, thank you for that question. That's a very good question. The first way I'm going to answer is, number one, she should stop the father from burying that her husband. That's the first thing.
Number one. Okay.
She should have done that in the sense that you were there when the nurse injected him to death. So you should have literally, it's like someone you love. You want to make sure that you know that, look, ẹni tí ó pa onípo wà ń bẹ̀ tó ṣe pa. I know she did an interview saying the nurse is enjoying herself up and down. But ẹ bá wò ó, kí ló fún nurse yẹn ní audacity láti máa enjoy herself up and down? Haven't pied someone, knowing fully that you pied someone with what you done to that person.
The more reason why
Any Okay, that is number one. Then number two.
So number two is that whatever that they might have, because even though you people don't feel that Wunmi is answering to some people, I feel that there are some industrial gods that she mentioned, and that's key to manipulations. There are people that are bigger than Mohbad, bigger than Wunmi, bigger than the whole entire Aloba's family, which she herself
is answering to.
Don't put words in my mouth. I don't want to put that. That could have been led her to make some decisions that she made. Because for her to come out and say industrial gods, there are things she saw. Only I want to already to feel a mention there. And I feel that as she has mentioned that, now that she has gained the public support, she should bring those people out. Lead them.
Okay, that is number two. Okay, what is your third one?
Sorry? Don't be question with you.
Okay. No, I mean, yeah, that is the second one. Pay industrial god. Do you have another question? Do you have another one?
Number three is to get our accounts right of things that happened. You cannot have been to the show, after the show, you went to have a lunch or something, and then you brunch somewhere, and then you now got home. Even
which show? Sorry, Mr. Duke. Which show? Which show? No, which show?
When you start asking me that question, you're kind of trying to make me dumb. I don't like that.
Okay.
You understand?
No, you said she branched somewhere from the show.
We know the last show Mohbad went, so please don't do that.
But they didn't go anywhere from the show. They went home from the show.
Okay, my worry. You're literally just trying to. I know you.
No, because I have to correct that part. They didn't go anywhere after the show. They went home after the show. Okay, continue. Oh yeah, continue.
You understand? So they both went to the show together. They got home. Even though you don't want to take the driver's account into question, the driver said one thing that even though they locked themselves in the motor, òun láti sọ fún wọn pé ìgbà tó délé ẹ take it easy, ẹ má jà, ẹ calm down. But the main thing is, what made the nurse come? Was it the fight that Mohbad had, or was it something else? So we have to try and separate all these things as it happened. Ìkọ̀kan ṣẹlẹ̀ ní show, and we all know about it. Even police gan sọ fún wa pé yes, there was a broken window. But what we cannot put our thing to is the police messed themselves up by saying Mohbad bled profusely. But we did not see anything that showed that the car they had was full with blood before they go home. Boya otin eje. Do you know, when you talk about the human body only has 5 pints of blood. Whether anybody know that? It can be equated to...
We have an idea.
Yeah. So, did he start bleeding all the way from that show to that house? Or did he start bleeding from the house?
Should I
You
even
understand?
what you understand by the word profusely, sir?
Mabinu, we can all Google things. Don't ask me a question like that, because it's like
I
we're
can
trying
ask you the question because you keep
Bismillah,
going.
let him
Don't worry,
finish.
guys. Eshegon, thank you so much.
Let him finish.
You want to derail me on...
Let him finish, guys. Let
We're
him
not
finish.
dumb. But they all know Nigerians are very educated people. We have the tendency to be even smarter than all our mates.
Mr. Duke, continue. You have listed a few points. Finish, please, so that we can get
what
to
I'm trying to figure out is, because now the wife has made police look stupid. Because if police said there was profuse bleeding, and if you understand what profuse bleeding means, it means that it was gushing out. I want to know, at what point in time did it go? And the last question is, looking at the vicinity of where they live, there are quite a lot of pharmacies, hospital, literally hospital 5 minutes away, and stuff like that. Why did they not make that move? Even though she claimed that the husband was scared of the industrial gods, and that's why they didn't make the hospital move. Toba Je Omowani, are we going to listen to that narrative, knowing that this boy is bleeding profusely, on lose a jet, 5 liters, 5 pints, on lose a jet by the second, and you cannot try and take this boy out
So,
the
Mr. Duke,
nearest clinic.
Mabinu Anita Jen sorry so. Mr. Ṣé ó yí kò tẹ̀fẹ̀ sọ?
Oh yeah.
I'm going to drop
The
right
other
now.
thing was like 4 hours.
No, you don't, Mr. Bute. No, you cannot drop because ẹ béèrè question. Mo béèrè question lọ́wọ́ yín.
So,
And you gave me answers. Ẹ má bínú. Ẹ ní sùúrù.
ẹ jẹ́ kí n parí
Okay, ó yẹ parí. Ó yẹ parí. Ẹ parí.
So, ìgbà tó ń bleed yẹn, I would expect, tó bá jẹ́ ọmọ tèmi ni, kò sí ẹni tó fẹ́ pa ju nǹkan tó ń bleed lọ lọ́wọ́. Ó ti ń lose life already. And I will expect that the next thing they will do for my own child is to take them to the nearest place where they can stop that profuse bleeding. Whether the blood came from the show or whether it started from the house, I won't expect you to drive back to the house to try and mitigate whatever happened. I would expect you to take him to the nearest place where they will stop that bleeding. So there are some questions that cannot be answered, and none of us were there. So we cannot definitely say this is how the account of things went. So I'll keep quiet now.
Okay, thank you for saying that none of us were there to really give account of what really happened there. Actually, the question I asked you was, what do you think she's not doing that makes you feel like she's not looking for justice? You started by saying, what was the first one? Okay, tell me, Anita, can you remember the first one that you said? Anita,
Fair writing from the second page.
from the second page. So I can't really remember the first one. The first thing that you said, that why you feel like she's not looking for justice. Can anybody remember?
Remember he spoke about industrial.
Okay, she should have stopped Josie. Yes, she should have stopped Josie.
Yes,
Okay, Mr. Dukes, I want to ask you a question. I'm going to start by in Yoruba, in Nigeria generally, before now, in Nigeria generally, the father-in-law is standing, Baba to be and he's saying that mo fẹ́ gbé ọmọ òun lọ kóun lọ sin, right? Okay, in bàbá tó bí ọmọ ẹ̀ ó dúró ó lóun fẹ́ gbé ọmọ òun lọ pé òun lọ sin ọmọ òun. So you now expect Wunmi, out of everybody, if you remember, Josie said it himself that people told him not to bury Mohbad that night. But he said, Injọ tabari bi ni bi wole. So Josie now said, okay, pick him up, won't lose him. So you now expect Wunmi, out of everybody there, to tell Josie, Emma Belo sister daddy. Abi, you expect Wunmi to put up a fight with Josie while Wunmi himself does not even know what is really going on. If you hear one of Josie's interview, Josie said when he got there, Wunmi was wearing just bra and underwear. Ask Wunmi if Wunmi remember that she was wearing that when he got there. So instantly you expect Wunmi to put up a fight to Josie and say, Baba ele gbe omo yen lo sin. That is Mohbad's father. He is telling you that at that point in time, he's the authoritative person there. He's the oldest among them all. Saying that who is Wunmi to tell Josie, man, even if we don't even know what everything that happened. And we just hear this story that Baba we will say I that is for that night. Then when they were going to bury Mohbad, you know Karimo is Wunmi's blood sister. But Karimo doesn't like Wunmi. But Karimo said one thing, that Wunmi go pe won fe sin oko e ni join. Wọ́n pe Wunmi ní pé ọmọ Wunmi wọ́n ti fẹ́ bury oko e before Wunmi ran there. Okay, now out of everybody that was there, gbogbo àwọn Ikorodu boys, everybody, including the father of the boy, Toku, was there, ready to bury him. You now expect Wunmi to tell them, no, they bury your coming. Who is Wunmi to tell them that? Mélòó lára Wunmi fúnra rẹ̀. Didn't you hear the words that was coming out of those boys' mouth? That ibolo wa gangan. Do you hear what Pekin said? Pekin said, "Pé tó bá ti dé kọ́kọ́ gba kọ́kọ́rọ́ mọ́tò yẹn lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Ẹni tó wà fearful for our own life gangan." So you now expect Wunmi to be the champion. Remember, Darosha, that is Mohbad's uncle, was there that night when Josie was going to carry Mohbad to go and bury him. Remember, Iya Mohbad was there that night. Josie said if Iya Mohbad will not move away from the car. No, Josie said they should hit her with that car if she refused to leave. Because Mohbad was telling Josie, don't let us bury him. We don't know. He might wake up. She believes in God. But Josie said if Mohbad, if you don't move away from there, they should run her over.
Wow, Joby Mejen sorry had ọmọ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn sister ẹ pé line 10 sọ̀rọ̀ lọ lọ́wọ́ nìyẹn. And again, do you hear when Darosha said wípé wọ́n pe bàbá back to back nínú mọ́tò? Who are the people calling bàbá? That is one. And not even Darosha alone. Not even Darosha alone. Even what's it called? Kí lorúkọ bọ̀bọ̀ sójà yìí? Pizu more even said the same thing, that he went to the police station, that the police said people were calling him.
Please calm down. Can you tell your people to stop cursing? Me.
Curse. Comment section, please stop now.
It's not. It's not about.
Emma curse more now. We are talking
there's no reason. Your daughter would. Kini gbogbo yẹn.
No. Stop
mo fi 4 points lẹ and you're answering it and I'm listening patiently.
Yeah, Emma bínú.
Àwọn náà gbàdúrà kọ́ ọmọ wọn ìtàntà jòsí so ẹ má sọ bẹ́ẹ̀.
So Mr. Dukes, now with all that, who is Wunmi to stop Josie? I heard some people that they are saying, oh, that means she consented to Josie burying. Didn't you see how they were treating Wunmi on that day, on that burial? Gong. Do you see how she was treated? Did you see how they were pushing her?
I saw that.
I saw that. What is that? Exactly.
I saw that.
Karimo said, okay, Mr. Dukes, let me now tell you one thing. Karimo said, is it Karimo that said it? I think that when they were going to leave that place, they said, before she got there, they were talking about taking Liam from her. They used poly bag. You know what poly bag is, Mr. Dukes? They use poly bag to sneak
I heard that as well.
Liam out of that place. So who is now Wunmi to stop Joseph Aloba from burying Mohbad? Who is she? One thing you don't understand is that, as I said one thing, apart from Josie overdoing things now, this is Josie. Josie is authoritative. Josie's family, they are used to him telling them what to do. Nobody.
Mama Kubi, sorry, don't forget that
no.
Josie wanted to bury Mohbad that same night, but the baile in the corridor did not even allow.
Yeah. So, okay, what am I? Yes, you are right, Mama. But see, so who is now Wunmi to now stand in front of Josie and tell Josie, don't do. Josie is used to telling them, instructing them, and they will follow Josie's instruction. Wunmi could talk now just because Wunmi has supporters now. She has people supporting her. She knows that now she can talk, she can voice her own opinion out, and people will stand by her. When even this Mohbad that we are talking about, can do Mohbad tell her?
Tell us now, please. I had one to what you're saying. See,
Keba had this motive be share any jẹ́ ma jẹ́ ke náà parí ìtókù, but ẹ jẹ́ kí n say late mo fẹ́ sọ. When Mohbad was alive, have you heard where Josie will go to like a beer parlor or be somewhere drinking? I will tell Mohbad, oh yeah, Mohbad, send you owó àwọn tí mo ti bá jẹun, àwọn tí mo ti bá mu kíní wọ́n wà bí báyìí o, wọ́n kí mi o, wọ́n sọ pé Mohbad's dad o, oh yeah, send owó kí n fi settle. Did Mohbad ever tell him no? No. Mohbad will go ahead and send the money to him. So that is the kind of person and Mr. Duke, if you are from Nigeria, don't ever forget that we have culture. In even our culture, even me as a wife, my father-in-law will not stand and say he wants to do something, and I'll tell him, daddy, lie, I can fight him with law. If I see supporters, if I see people that will support me, I can then take my stand and said yes. Okay, now imagine, let's say now, Wunmi did not voice out, we did not support her. where do you think Wunmi would be at this time with what you have seen that Josie is doing now? And with those I'm now going to the industry gods. Don't forget, if Wunmi say industry gods, she might have a reason for saying that.
No, to be me.
No, she might.
So now, when did Wunmi say industry god?
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I need to take that place.
Mr. Duke.
So, Emma, Mr. Duke, so do you understand everything that I have said?
No, I know.
So, it's not that
I
she has any
followed
power
you.
to
I
do
followed
anything.
everything you've said. You've made quite a lot of sense in some things, that you mentioned. And we know that, obviously, Mohbad's father, obviously, is to blame for some things. You understand? So, we'll get it.
Mr. Duke, before you come back to you made a few points, and addressing your points is very important. You mentioned that Omomi said industry gods, and my question is, did you see where she said it, or you heard where she said it, or you were told that she said it?
What am I Anita, isn't it?
Yeah, that's my name.
Yes. The thing is, she made some posts. I saw those posts.
And you saw her say the words
industry goods. And that was what brought out the protest where even Naira Marley and Sam Larry were not safe. Do
you have like a picture or like an evidence of it?
We've been here for almost 2 years. If you've not seen it, then I will question.
Mr. Duke, to the best of my knowledge, and to the best of the knowledge of a lot of people in the comment section, there was nothing like that.
Okay. So if we're going to change that, there was nothing like that, then I'll leave it like that. Me, like my argue, I'm a very calm person.
Okay.
Yeah. So
now you went ahead to talk about the fact that Mohbad was bleeding profusely, and you said that the police never told us that there were blood stains in the car. But from the driver's narrative, he mentioned that there were blood stains in his car. Even from the driver's narrative as well.
Even though they said blood stain, profusely is different from stain. When someone is
when somebody says there was blood stain, it does not in any way describe the degree or the measurement of the blood. Sorry, please, can I finish? Because when you were talking, we all muted.
Elaborate.
Can I finish, please?
When you
were talking, it's
not about what I was saying. What I'm trying to get is...
Can I finish?
No, my bojo. Elaborated at that. What I'm trying to say is, at what point was that profuse bleeding happening?
That's why I said, let me finish.
Why we there? Let her finish, please.
Let me finish. If you had listened, because I want to go with the narrative of somebody I feel that you're very comfortable with, and that's the driver. The driver also mentioned that there was a time his wife told Mohbad, let's go to the hospital. If he wasn't bleeding or there was no need to go to the hospital, I don't believe his wife would have said, let's go to the hospital. I believe that she suggested they should go to the hospital because she could see physically that her husband had been injured. And the only way she would have been able to see physically that her husband was injured was because he was bleeding at the time. And he bluntly said no. For him to have said no and his wishes or his decision was agreed with simply states the state of his mind and the capacity he carried at the time. If he was bleeding to a point where he had lost consciousness or he was seeming to lose consciousness, then the onus would have fallen on his wife to make the decision on his behalf. But as at this time, Mohbad was of clear mind and capacity to make his decisions himself. And he clearly decided he wasn't going to go to the hospital. So when we say, I expect them to take my child, we are talking about somebody who is of full mental and legal capacity to make his decisions. You are not talking about somebody who is semi-dead or who has passed out.
When you're going to make
Excuse me,
let me finish. Don't
let me finish, sir.
But even the God did not say that to Mr. Duke. He did not say
Let
that he was
me
fine.
finish,
Pé ó
sir.
bóun sọ̀rọ̀. Ó ló wà okay. And
So,
another thing,
Sister Femi,
okay, Anita, finish, please. We should not forget the fact that even Lifestyle said, òun jí láàárọ̀ ọjọ́ kejì, òun bá nísàlẹ̀, bó ṣe wá di tẹ́sán pé ó kú níjọ́ Monday ni o, Sunday ni o tiẹ̀ yé mi, or Monday, I don't understand.
No, your Tuesday, look.
Even before you,
Favour is not even supporting any of the family. Ó dá dúró títí ẹni. And he said
And
pé
if you-
òun dájọ́ òun bọ́lẹ̀ látòrí staircase, òun bá nísàlẹ̀, òun bá sọ̀rọ̀, ó bóun rẹ́rìn-ín, ó bóun dápara. And he said that he was fine. Prime Boy will support.
And if you don't forget,
Lifestyle will support any of the family. He was only saying his truth. He said Mohbad was fine, very fine. Ó bóun sọ̀rọ̀ dáadáa.
if you will remember, Mr. Duke, even not lifestyle, what is spending? They said when they went to the pharmacist told them, "Can you tell that person to come?" The person doesn't even have to get down. They said no. That was the discussion. They said, right? And they said, Mo said, even to the pharmacy, he's not going. They said he doesn't have to get down from the car. But Mo said no. Remember, his friends went to the pharmacy to see if they can come and treat him in the house. And Mr. Lux, I don't know. Okay.
So you all keep mentioning that the police said Mohbad bled profusely. I believe that the police wasn't even present as at when Mohbad bled. Their statement was because of the statements they had gotten themselves from the people who were present when Mohbad was seemingly bleeding. However, when the police said Mohbad bled profusely, they never said Mohbad bled profusely and continuously. I can bleed profusely and the bleeding is arrested and it stops. That I bled profusely at a particular period in time does not translate to the fact that I continued to bleed. And the only way there would have been stains or spatters of blood in that car was because there was some level of excessive bleeding. If not, it would have probably stained his shirt. But it went as far as staining the car to the point that it was visible to the sight of the driver. Come on, there was some degree of bleeding in that car. This person you keep.
Anita, I get.
Excuse me. Can you not interject me, please?
No, Can
I finish, please? I have to write down everything you were saying because I do not want to forget.
Okay.
We have over 462 persons visibly watching and other people on the window. And it is high time we correct all of these statements that are being made every time to malign the name of this poor girl. It's not fair on anybody. If you come out to say you're fighting for justice, then be the change that you want to see yourself. Continuously. Trust me, he would have lost consciousness before they got to Lekki. And the driver would not even be able to tell them that when you get inside, they might jail. Instead, the driver would have actually driven to a hospital. But that did not happen. They still got to Lekki. They still went into their apartment before somebody came out at 3 a.m. Mr. Duke, can you just let me land?
Break it down.
No, when you were talking, we allowed you. Allow me, please.
No, my boy, lied to us that the blood
Can you let her finish? Like nobody was interjecting when you were speaking.
Don't interject me. Don't.
It's just a sign of respect.
No, Emma. The thing is, look, I'm not always on this platform.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether you're here or not.
And the thing is, what you just debunked
when you were speaking, nobody interrupted you.
No, visited. What she just debunked right now is that look, blood profusely can stop.
There's a degree of bleeding.
What the meaning of the word profusely meant earlier, and you said I should go Google.
We're learning. I'm not your enemy. I'm not after you.
Then, Mr. Duke, if you let me finish. I allowed you.
Okay, Mr. Duke, Mr. Duke, let me quickly. Mr. Dukes, please. Mr. Dukes, when you came here and we're talking, we have tried,
It's not Christmas.
not to. Oh yeah, I know. We have, we let you speak. Ejeka, you have listed your questions. You have told us the reason why and everything. Please, just for the sake of the people that are listening to make them understand and let them know that all this narrative that they are pushing, we are not saying it to convince anybody or to make you come and support me. No, we are making this, we are trying to make some corrections that are out there. So please, Mr. Dukes, please let her finish. Let her too, she listed whatever she wanted to talk about. If you two can do that, Mr. Dukes, then if you have wanted it to be an interaction thing, when you started, we would have done that. But please let her finish. And I'm happy,
èmi mo fi 4 points
then
sílẹ̀. Ọkàn
Benny.
we're all talking about
Yeah,
those
I want
4
to madam. You
points.
said all the 4 points. We have to give you all the 4 points.
So
Then
má rò
Anita,
pé bóyá
Torí
kò
Ọlọ́run.
wá mo fẹ́ wá
Ká
confused or
enlighten
convinced. I'm not.
Yeah.
We're all looking for what by this innocent boy. So I'm not here to try and confuse you or convince you. Gbogbo wa la fẹ́ mọ̀ nǹkan tó ṣe.
Okay, we understand
Yeah,
that,
so
Mr.
ẹ ti bèrè question yín, so ẹ jẹ́ kó dá yín lóhùn, ẹ jẹ́ kó dá yín lóhùn àwọn question yẹn, ẹ má jẹ́ ká mix it together. Please just let her, when you keep interjecting, she would, it will take us longer than nǹkan tó yẹ ká ṣe, nǹkan tó yẹ kó fi dá yín lóhùn. Then you can now come up with whatever question or anything tẹ́ bá fẹ́ sọ. Please let her finish, please. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ nítorí Ọlọ́run, ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe jẹ́jẹ́, ẹ jọ̀ọ́. Comment section, everybody, ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ẹ jẹ́ ká take it easy, ẹ jọ̀ọ́. Ẹ̀yin náà mọ̀ pé èmi gan ò gbọ́ ká, but sometimes we have to let them listen. Kó má dàbí pé bá ṣe ń sọ we are do not ẹ jọ̀ọ́. Ó yá, Anita, please continue.
Thank you. So, like I was saying, you are seemingly wanting a 20-what-year-old to take away the rights of her husband, who was of capacity. His mind was clear. He could say no. In fact, to further buttress the fact that Mohbad was clear-headed that night, he engaged in an argument with his wife in the car. His wife scolded him for his actions. He responded. He wasn't mute. He wasn't quiet. The driver did not give us an account that while his wife was probably scolding him or they were having an altercation, he was quiet. The driver said they were both arguing. In fact, to a very large degree, it seemed like a violent argument, which means that voices were raised, angers were displayed with their voices. They did not go physical, but we could see that while his wife was talking to him in the car, he was responding. Again, this tells you the state in which he was while he was in that car. You and I were not there, but there were people who were there. And if you take a back seat and you listen keenly to what they are not even saying, you would be able to draw a pictorial evidence or a picture of what was happening in that car. He was obviously very, very conscious. Again, if you take into cognizance some people's reports, Bukky Jesse got a recording of recent and the guy was talking trash. I'll pick something from what the guy said, that when they got to the house before Mo and Wunmi came, which means that they saw Mo come down from the jeep they rented. Mo walked by himself into that house. Abi, if he was weak and thready, they would have rushed him to the hospital. They got into the house. Mohbad was the same person who came to meet the boys downstairs to say, "Are you looking at my hand like this? I have kinikot to do by morning, and look at my hand is swelling up. Look at my hand is this one." And they decided to go get medical help. They came out, they came to meet the driver. Driver said he wasn't going to move his car. They then went to get help because they felt, let's get analgesic or something. They got him paracetamol. Mohbad took this paracetamol from them and swallowed it. While they were doing all of these things, Wunmi was not involved. Wunmi was tending to a 5-month-old baby. She wasn't even there. Who called the nurse? It wasn't Wunmi. The arrangement for the nurse was made behind her back. She only saw the nurse show up and, nurse, kilo shele. Okay, no problem. And she still did not say, hello, Maron. She still was attending to the kitchen and attending to her husband all at the same time. Talk about a wife that is dutiful. She was still, I mean, if he was in a sorry state, they would not be thinking about celebrating that child's 5 months of birth or of existing on earth. She was shuttling between her duties as a mother and her duties as a wife. She was shuttling between trying to create beautiful memories for her baby and also trying to tend to her husband, who at the time was receiving some level of care. She didn't leave him. She kept going in between both phases. And when the thing went south, she swung into action. The minute Mohbad could no longer make decisions for himself, Omomi started to say, oh, we need to get this help, we need to do this one. Even though the nurse had tried to go get an injection that she should have brought when she was coming, Mommy said, no, we can't wait for the nurse, let's go to the hospital.
He went to the neighbor.
She went to get neighbors' help because they didn't have a car that would take them. That is her stepping into the position that is hers. Why didn't she neglect him then? If it was her desire for Mohbad to pass and she wasn't going to do anything about it, then she would have just hidden under the umbrella of, I was waiting for the nurse to go and get an injection and should have waited for him to pass. But no, even before the nurse came, they had already started making moves outside of the nurse because she could clearly see that the person they had trusted to administer medical attention on her husband had lost control of the sight of what was going on. And so she stepped in. And even after this boy had passed, she still could not believe that he passed. I am Benin, I am Nigerian. Where I come from, a wife would never pick up a phone to announce the passing of her husband to her in-laws. It is a taboo. Let us not come on social media because we have people who are abroad or we have white people in our midst. We want to act like we do not come from a place that has traditions and ways of doing things. Wunmi would not dare to pick up her phone and say, Baba Omoyin ti ku. Are you mad? She called the mother and said, Mommy, mi ò fẹ́ ṣe opó. Because even in that statement, she had not accepted her husband had passed. Even when the doctor finally said, oh, your husband has now died, she still picked up her phone and called her sister-in-law to say, I cannot believe what these people are saying. Darosha, I cannot believe what these people are saying. Please come. They never born you and make you carry your phone. Call your husband papa or your husband mama, say, your own pikin die. How? Where I come from, if you try that, you will kill a goat. And you will not just kill a goat, you will kill a goat with other things that would follow it because it is a taboo. They still waited. They got instructions, take him back home. They went back home. She still told the man, Daddy, nǹkan báyìí ló ṣẹlẹ̀. Àmọ́ ẹ gbé òkú ọkọ mi lọ sí ìlú ẹ lọ, ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ ro. If she killed her husband, then she will now tell you, carry the dead body, let us go and roll. At the time, everybody was saying, how can you tell a pastor to go and roll? How can you tell a pastor to go and roll? How can you tell a pastor where they chop as a jet? We that just met Baba Mohbad as at when his son had passed, felt we knew Baba Mohbad more than a girl that had been in their lives for more than how many years? She knew her husband's father well enough to know that he is not a Christian. He still believes in Yemiwo and Aro. And he said, Egbi omoyin ka lo ro. Rather than all of us that said, why did you not call the police? Why didn't you? When the nurse came out and gave her narrative, did she not tell us how they took her to the police station? Even without Baba Mohbad? Didn't we hear all of that? But we like to cherry pick. We like to pick narratives that seem to fit our mindset and our thinking, even though we were not present when all of these things happened. So you think that with all of these things that have been said, I'm not saying that a few mistakes were not made. Come on, when you lose a loved one, you are as confused and as clueless as what can be. And that is why you are not trusted with making some certain decisions at the time. Because for crying out loud, you did not expect to lose this person. If you have never lost a fowl or a dog before, you will not know how it feels like. This girl just lost the love of her life. And you will expect her to be making 1,000% same decisions. As a matter of fact, Wunmi made better decisions than a lot of us would have made. Because, come to think of it, we all are not emotionally involved in this matter. We all are not even directly involved in this matter. But look at how we have messed up a family in the last 2 years. We have had 2 years to right our wrongs, but every day we come on TikTok and we tear down, we basically grind this family to powder and to dust and blow it into thin air. And after all justice of Mohbad is done, the Aloba families will be the ones to carry this scar for the rest of their life. They are the ones who have lost a son. They are the ones who have now lost each other. They will never see each other the same way again. Because a bunch of us came together to say we're fighting for justice, we're fighting for bully. Don't bully this one. But every day we bully the minor, every day we bully the daughter, every day we are always bullying. How have you helped? No way. You sit on your high horses and want to paint a picture of what did not happen, even though the people that were present keep telling you this is what happened. Their stories are not aligning. There is a difference. Yes. Because 6 and 9 will look different from whatever angle I'm sitting. We can both be present in a particular scenario and not see everything the same way. We would definitely not see everything the same way. But if we were coached, we then will be able to report scenarios the same way. But no, we think we are so scientific or so brainy that we know everything, whereas we know nothing. We demonstrate our illiteracy at every given time, and all we want to do is tear this family apart. Mohbad is gone. He will never come back. And the family he left, gone as well. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. You all have sang Aloba's praise for over 2 years, and all of a sudden now you are beginning to say, oh, Baba Aloba is not being truthful. Oh, really? What were you thinking? He will tell you the truth? You didn't see all that from the beginning. It took 2 years for you to realize that. Somebody who knew him for over 5 years was telling you, this is who this person is, and we said no, she was lying. Now the cry is DNA. Guess what? You made a statement, Mr. Duke. You said he would expect so much more from his wife. He would, if he loved his wife so much, he would expect her to bring justice to his death. And Chubby Mill asked you a question, and that's why we are where we are right now. I'll tell you this. There is no law in Nigeria that supports Baba Mohbad or gives him the right to question the paternity of Liam. As a matter of fact, follow that case to the end, Wunmi would have clearly won. No court would have granted Baba Mohbad what he sought after. But she decided to be silent to her own rights. Why? That's a demonstration of how much she loves her husband. I would rather give my husband everything, including what I know the law will give me by right, and say, just so that I want my husband's memory to be preserved, just so that my husband can be truly and fully justified. Go and do the DNA of our son. But even since that judgment has been passed, we keep going around in circles.
Consent judgments, make it clear.
Nothing has been done. Wunmi basically slept on her rights. Wunmi basically said, you know what? I suspend the law. I agree. Do the DNA. It is fine. That is her demonstrating how much she loves her husband. I wish Baba Mohbad had done it. Maybe I would have been able to say today that is Baba Mohbad equally demonstrating how much he loves his son. But no, up till now, we are still looking for what is not lost. And for those of you like Vengeance, this particular version of what I'm about to say has nothing to do with you, Mr. Duke, but I would just like to address it. Since we're addressing a lot of issues tonight anyways. For people like Vengeance that keep shouting, DNA is a must. Guess what? We on Wunmi's team are also saying DNA is a must. But it is obvious who is running away from the DNA test. Baba Mohbad said he wants a tissue-based DNA and that no hospital in Nigeria offers such services. Let me bust your bubbles. There is no hospital in Nigeria that actually carries out DNA testing. They are basically collection centers and agents between the hospitals who actually conduct this test abroad and the people who want this test done in Nigeria. So what they do is they collect the samples, send it abroad, and monitor the process, and also ensure that the test result comes back and gets into the hands of the right persons. They are not the ones that conduct this test, and Baba Mohbad knows that. I want to ask, there's no hospital that conducts tissue-based DNA in Nigeria. Do you have a letter backing this up? Did you ever bother to find a center that could conduct this very seamless process? I bet you the answer is no. You just sat down and felt, oh, what can I use now to run away from this DNA or to stall them for a few more months and be able to extort the gullible ones who want to scream their lungs out and shout Temi and shout what? Honestly speaking, I can't even repeat the words that miscreant says every time. Ain't no hospital that would carry out that test in Nigeria. These samples are taken abroad and the testing is done over there. So I believe if you went to a hospital and say, oh, we want a tissue-based one, we don't want the regular one, they will simply tell you, okay, fine, this is the procedure. We'll collect the sample, we'll send it over there, and it will still be done. But the truth is that Baba Mohbad doesn't even have money to conduct this test. At least from the little shady accountability they did the last time, we all know that there's no money to conduct this test. Hence why he has decided to keep the body there so he can get more money. And he also knows that there's no need for these tests. There's no need. He's very much aware that the son is theirs. And he knows that he has promised that once we do the testing, he will tell us who killed Mohbad. Me, I want us to provide this so that we can quickly get to that point. Let's know the person that killed Mohbad fast. Hallelujah, Mohbad. Oh yeah.
Thank you so much. You've said so much. It's been so educative, and I want to say thank you to Temi for allowing me to come on this platform. I'm not in fight with anybody. I'm literally just looking for justice for Mohbad, and I really want to say a lot of thank you to everyone on the platform that's allowed me to speak and speak my mind. And I think it should be that way. We should be able to express ourselves as Nigerians. The thing is, at the end of the day, we're also looking for justice. So whatever drives us apart, I pray that, we would come together to make Nigeria great. Temi, thank you so much. And, this is for you. Just, at the end of the day, you've done well. I've been here. I've never been here before. And I thank God that people were not.
We actually don't bite people here, but I believe in one thing. The vibe you bring is the vibe you get. Because you actually turn us to this.
I
used to say it. I don't like talking on social media.
That's why I'm
But they turn everybody to be, you want to insult me or bully me and go stuffy. Because we are all looking for the justice. Let's continue looking for the justice.
So thank you so much.
Thanks for coming.
I've spoken too much.
But
thank you,
Mr.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for coming. If you have any other questions some other time, feel free to come. We know that you're not here to insult now, so we already know you. And anytime you want to ask question again, you're welcome. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, good night. Eshe Thank you. Ẹ wo oya bọ́lẹ̀, ọmọ Bọ́lá bọ́lẹ̀. Nǹkan tó ń wù wọ́ jẹ kò sí lọ́jà. Nǹkan tó ń wù ẹ́. Nínú gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ tá sọ látàárọ̀ is Mr. Paris that still awake ni problem ayé tiẹ̀. Tí ẹ ń bẹ̀rù pé mo wà lórí ìjókòó.
Ara yín ti gbóná jọ take it easy.
Ọlá kéwò lẹ́yìn tún béèrè. Ṣé bàbá tó ti tipsy tó kàn ń sọ̀rọ̀ big? Ọlá kí wọ́n ṣì wà lókè ẹ̀rọ pàmò lójú tó ọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́rìí. Ẹ̀mí oníkálukú ẹ̀gbọ̀n. Ó jẹ́ kí ló ṣe bàbá yẹn náà. Èmi ò gbọ́ bóyá wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀. Thank you. That's what I want to say.
I was surprised you even see him on the platform.
Yes, so YGE, please talk to Baba Mohbad. DNA is a must, and we are ready for that. But please go and talk to Baba Mohbad. Go out. You don't want us to call him Jossy, so go and talk to Baba Mohbad. That we want to do the DNA. DNA is a must. 100. Like bó ṣe yẹ kó máa lọ nìyẹn, because sometimes these people believe that wọ́n máa pariwo má wọ́n máa bú àwọn, wọ́n máa ṣe kíni, but it's not true. Sometimes one or two things, but either he believes or not, but he was able to go with one or two things today. Like he will feel like, I think there's a lot of sense in what these people have said. Ó lè má yé wọn. ó lè má yé wọn tí ó bá yé wọn tó bá rẹ́dì láti gbọ́ ta ọ̀dọ̀ tiwa ibi táwọn náà bá ti ń sọ tiwọn àwa náà lè pick ń bẹ̀ yẹn tá a bá rí pick torí one side kìíní làwọn ṣáà lọ earlier I don't even think I will have anything to pick there but then we'll let them know so gbogbo ẹ̀ náà kọ́ ni ká sọ pé kìíní kan tó bá jẹ́ dọ́là tá a bá bọ́ wọn náà bí tó ti ń bú wa àá bú wọn padà gbà tó ọ̀gbẹ́ni wa falágbàfọ̀ nítòsọ wẹ́dà yìí náà àwa náà máa fún wọn padà èèyàn tó bá wá tó bá fẹ́ engage welcome èèyàn tó bá wá tó bá fẹ́ wá bú èébú you with
the comment section DNA you can't just come and write DNA in the comment section come and make your points come and make your points.
nǹkan tó ń fẹ́ ló béèrè yẹn kó lọ bá jòsí kó wá ṣe DNA ó ti tán
DNA báyìí ni o and all that. Anita, good job. That was
beautiful. That was beautiful. And that is due. Àbí kẹ́rí kọ́ mọ fẹ́lẹ̀ wá ẹ sọ pé kí lorúkọ àwọn ọmọ olóòrùn yẹn nípa make one or two statements àwọn ṣàgálà yẹn gbọ́dá Latina ní káwọn náà wá kẹgbọ́
ẹ má bínú sister tẹ́lẹ̀ ẹ̀dùn rẹ̀ jù this is fún pé dárúkọ sáwọn tó yẹ bọ́lẹ̀ kẹ lọ sùn ẹ bọ́ sílẹ̀ níbi kẹ lọ sùn bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe pé sáwọn tì ẹ bọ́lẹ̀ kẹ lọ sùn níbo
YGE yes she's ready if Baba Mohbad is ready today we are ready today she's ready today
Koshi Wunmi is ready come and carry your juice and bring it Koshi down.
Tẹ́ bá mọ Duke tẹ́lẹ̀ Duke na baba.
Yeah Mama I used to hear his voice I don't know him but I used to hear his voice but it's good that all of them have seen they see for who he is now.
Baba Jossy fan ni tó yẹ pé
good.
Àwọn yóò sọ àwọn high level supporter of Jossy nìyẹn.
Ṣebí gbogbo wọn náà lọ sọ pé wẹ́wù mi wọ̀
ṣe
ló ń parọ́ ni
ẹ máa jẹ́ kó máa rìn kiri bí òkú.
ó lè turn Nigeria upside down agídí inú Jossy ṣebí òun ló jẹ́ ṣe fún gbogbo wọn just like nǹkan tó ti bá ń sọ láàárọ̀ pé àwọn like wọn fún nǹkan kan and it's true I love him for that too ó lè ti torí pé òun fún mi lówó kó wá ní kí n jókòó sójú kan ìjọ tó bá ti ṣe bí wèrè má ti kàbọ̀ ẹ lójú Jossy òràn owó wọn tẹ bá gbowó wá ó máa gbà lọ́wọ́ yín tó bá dọ̀la tó bá ṣe bí olórí burúkú àti kàbọ̀